Wait on my show to bring the best out, nigga. With the right, you get left out, nigga. Look, I never fold under mental pressure. I get better in the cold. I misconception. I'm just special. It's the O to my intersection. And God bless and save my soul from its imperfection. I can't measure what a number all these niggas resting. It's a lot. You that young and witness life and death. You shell shot when ain't no tears involved. Kept it all about the war involved. Know every 12 months you live, another year you born. Hindsight 2020, that was really gone. Just looking back, it ain't no reason how we ain't been gone. Mission after mission, we was good. Me and baby both are fat. And no killer playing kicker. Always in the front, bitches in the store. When it hit the fan, you get to find out who you are. Nervous as a trick, pushing out my palm. You know you got time. Don't stress out, nigga. Hold my chest out, nigga. Wait on my show to bring the best out, nigga. Get it right as you get left out, nigga. Playing big and my set loud, nigga. I remember feeling like the best out, nigga. They ain't feel me there, but I'm a threat now, nigga. I'm the one that represent the West now, nigga. I'm almost been late to that round, nigga. Should've been bigger than the West now, nigga. Got you up and take the fire went down, nigga. You out of town, you need a big round, nigga. Many times I felt like this the end now, nigga. I catch my second win around the 10th round, nigga. Only God knows the way it went down, nigga. But if you see us up, that's cause we been down, nigga. Stand up. We don't never sit down, nigga. Man up. Go and get a biz now, nigga. Damn, cuz. Look at how my campaign killing. Panoramic views, chilling under 12-foot ceilings. I don't stress out, nigga. I don't stress out, nigga. That was a nice one right there. I understand that these outlaws can be the cartoon character though. What's that? Man, he got it going down over there. Man, I'm gonna have to take a pause. Y'all gonna have to hold it down. Somebody else. I'm gonna go get me some meat. I don't feel like cooking. I only cook breakfast. Put it like that. Real shit. I only cook breakfast like a motherfucker. What now? Never had that. What Uncle said, never had that 2030 vision.
Yeah, you never had a 2030 vision. Killing me.
It probably is that old little Bim. Her name is Bam. These niggas trip me out, boy. These niggas trip me out. They gotta be smelling that damn, bro. They don't know nothing about being real. Nothing at all, man. And I don't expect to try to change shit. They just don't know nothing about being real. Hey, ain't no other way but go with the $30, you know what I mean? $30 blunt around that motherfucker. Real shit. Ain't no other way. I smoked one as soon as I got to the house earlier. Real shit. I don't know what she burned off to. She probably didn't pass out. Look, he even teach y'all how to clean over there. See how she clean, you make it. My mama taught me that too, though. When you cook, you clean as you cook.
Yeah, you can clean as you go. Mm. I said boom, boom, boom.
If it didn't came around more than a couple of days, you got an outside cat looking, Bill. For real. That's how I started with my outside cats and shit. They start coming around pretty often, you know what I'm saying? If you feed it once, it ain't never going away. Hey, yo, Miss Irene, that's how my mama taught me. You clean as you cook. That way you can always stay ahead. You can always stay ahead. Real shit. I think we done lost Keisha. She ain't said nothing in over 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I got to mute her. She have. Keisha. I ain't want to get that receipt on you. I had to go on dead that. Real shit. For real, B.Angie. Had to cut that out. Huh? It ain't receipt day today. I got them the other day. You know that? No, let me stop. Damn. You got some right race going on right there. Yeah, Keisha had to work today. It's usually, like I say, they're an hour ahead of me over there. So it's like 8:17 over there.
Oh.
Well, old Keisha. Shit, when you get up early, shit, like I get up early and shit. Shit, by 6 to 7 o'clock, sometimes I be tired. I don't have no problem laying down. I go lay the fuck down. Learn something new every day. That's what I learned from my namaste. I believe you're supposed to learn something new every day. For real. You should at least try it. You know what I'm saying? As a result, they look like rice to me. Salt and pepper, little cheese, that type of shit. Man, the best thing you can do is learn from each other. Just also, everybody knows something that somebody else don't know, and we all.
I just heard a video of KRS-One talking about the older generation should listen and thrive off what the younger generation got going on. The younger generation should do the same, and that's what make culture. That's what you call culture. You listen and thrive and build off each other.
We should be pulling each other coats. That's what I think, man. That's just my motherfucking. Cottage cheese. I hate cottage cheese. That shit I don't like that. My grandma used to eat cottage cheese and hog cake cheese. She get it right out the motherfucking box. Go sit at the table and start cutting that shit up, man. It's for real. That was some other shit to me.
I hit that like button on my YouTube shit.
I don't like neither one.
Like button.
Hog head cheese or cottage cheese. I don't like neither. You got a unique taste to it. Okay, eat. Root. What are you doing, Root? I couldn't hear you. If you was talking, I couldn't hear you. You sure right. I don't like it, Angela, though. I don't like neither one of them. My grandma used to love it though. I couldn't fool with it. I couldn't. Still can't. You want white rice or brown rice? What? You want white rice or brown rice?
Yeah, I don't think you could hear me. I was talking.
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you at all.
But that's cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower rice. Okay. So I stand corrected.
I got to put a little bit of something in there where the kids won't eat. No more. Because it don't really have a taste.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Trying to get away from the rice. They eat rice every damn day, rice, potatoes, every day.
Damn. I like sugar rice. I don't like regular rice.
You like what kind?
Sugar rice. That's some country shit.
Sugar rice.
You might not know about that.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Man,
I ain't never heard that.
Man, that's some motherfucking country shit. If I ain't ever heard of it. My grandfather used to love sugar rice. It's just putting rice and sugar and butter. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to clean up.
Nah, you good.
Why everything up?
Yeah, you good. Look, Sid know what I'm talking about. Sugar rice. Yeah, nigga, that's some country shit for real. That's some down south country shit, I believe. Yeah.
I ain't never.
Man, boss motherfucking rice and put some motherfucking sugar and butter with it. Yeah. You know, we country down. So, you know, we do country things. Yeah. Now, let me stop. I'm gonna have to have this same argument with a man, Jake, baby. I like motherfucking sugar and grits, man.
Oh no, yeah, please, let's not start that.
I like sugar and grits.
Oh no. Oh no, yeah.
I like sugar. That's why I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Okay, salt and pepper wins today. Salt and pepper wins today. I'm gonna do a discussion on another day. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about with that chicken rice, yeah. I'm telling you, that's some down south shit. Yep, bro.
You gotta put me on the screen, Dro. Keisha and half of my shot.
Okay.
Keisha and half of my shot.
Yeah, let me move. Right now, we on the big screen now.
All right. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. See, this the part Keisha was waiting for right here. You missed it.
I make it. So y'all saw the whole process of the chicken. It's just lightly battered. And what I did was once I fried it, I put a little butter in the pan, got all the little drippings off of it, added in the lemon pepper, and then I just put a little bit of, I like sweet pepper, so the kids probably just move it to the side, but that's what I'm gonna start off with.
Okay, we got Kate Chandler coming back.
Being here.
Hey, Kate Chandler.
What's up with you?
Not too much.
That's right. Man, just out here chilling on the beach, you know what I'm saying?
You kind of breaking up, Kate Chandler.
That drink was like a little robot.
Now I can't hear it at all. Like a whole little. Baby, you breaking up real bad. I can't understand nothing you saying. I can see on. I can see on the rain. I can see the sun. I mean, you see on the real. You chilling on the beach for real, for real. Now I don't like sugar and spaghetti. Hell no. Damn, I keep every time somebody come over here take me eat outdoor. Big screen.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, we at the beach. There goes Mom.
Right on.
Oh no. Come back. Yeah, go ahead, my back.
Oh, y'all chilling like a villain, huh?
Yeah, we at the beach. I need to get the bag. What happened?
I can dig.
Hey. Wait. You need to calm down. Hey. No, come here. Hey, get up here. Sit down. Hey, no, sit down, Dougie. I know. Every time we go somewhere, he wanna just run around. Get up here. Sit. Calm down. Cause Mom's too far. That's why.
Y'all about to get rude to Boston.
Cause Mom's further.
Taking the map, eat.
No, okay, leave it. Come on, let's go. I don't know. He's going crazy about here. Yeah, we coming down there.
Who is this, Drew?
Kate Cheller.
He coming. Hold on. Let it go.
This way. Coming this way to go up, or are you going that way too?
Here, Zoe. Go get your bag. Jump down. Go. No.
You want to handle this right here? I'm finna go. I gotta.
They want to drop down for a minute.
Hey. Yo, what the heck? No. Go. Jump down, token.
Hey, is somebody gonna get on the panel? What y'all doing? Or can y'all mute up?
We made it. Let's go. Come on.
You might have to drop them drugs. Drop them down. They gonna have to wait till you come back.
All this seaweed. Of course, he a doggy.
I muted them.
Yeah.
They gotta mute themselves when they ready to talk to us.
Yeah.
They can't. Hey, J Baby say, "Hey, slice a corner of that E."
What you want? What size she want? Let me get everything else out the way.
Perfect.
Still fried green tomatoes in back. Y'all can see that.
Hell yeah.
A little bit soft. And that's it. I'm done.
Oh yeah. That's a whole good meal right there. Maybe they ready to talk to us now. Let's see. Connect your mic. Connect your. Something not connected. There you go. Hey, Chandler.
baby said she want the whole plate. No. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's good. I know, Shameen, Mr. was supposed to cook, but you know, I just.
So you got
say this. Yeah, I was like, he got to sit down. Not today. He can look tomorrow. I'm gonna give him some other work. He had to put my baby headboard up. Go get some more shelves. So,
y'all been hanging shelves again?
Yeah, I had to go back and get one more. Then my son wanted some. Then I went back and got him some. But I think I needed one more. Because I already ran out of space.
Oh, yeah.
For my oil. So if I buy some more, where I'm going to put them?
Yeah. Right. So you talking about, what you mean? You running out of wall space?
No, I put the oils up. My baby got a new headboard. But I put there's not that much space left up there. I don't want to, double them because then you ain't gonna be able to see what you got. I got a little bit of OCD, so I got to see everything. I need to be able to see everything.
I get you.
So I'm gonna put one more up at the top. I'm picking out. I'm working on this wall color to see if I want that. I don't know. I want that or not. We switched. So I did something and he did something. So as long as some work getting done, we good.
Right on. Shit. Teamwork to make the dream work. Teamwork to make the dream work. Real shit. How your mom doing, eating?
What up, Steph?
She doing good. She
Right
home.
What up, Stephen? How you doing, baby?
I go get a Thursday. So she doing good.
You know this overnight express, baby. You know I'm always up. I am the two.
Teresa say I like those floating shells. I don't have no clue what the hell that is.
They were $9. Okay.
What you had up there?
Yeah, $9.
That's what they called? Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, float shell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had
Oh, thank you, Butterscotch. They hard as hell to keep clean, though. I'll tell you that. You say you want to have a clue, Joe, what they were called?
Oh, no. I go to floating shells. How the fuck do a shit? My mind go to fuck. I'll be like, damn, floating shells. How they float? But, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all sleeping. Wake up what I'm saying. What's up?
But it's because, most shells have a thing behind it and they hook on, and these are just like seamless. Like, it's just like they just floating on the wall.
Okay, I get that. I get it now.
This
you can't see none of the hardware.
This is the day before I get ready to go to jail, right?
So it just screws, but something they hang on behind it?
Yeah, you screw in it, but just the way you hang it up, it covers all of the hardware. So it just gives it like a little seamless look. But them joints was $9 at IKEA.
I like IKEA shit.
You can't beat that. Yeah, I like IKEA. Can't beat that though.
Trying to find that Paul and silicone over there and maybe
Go ahead.
print. I believe it pay it back. I'll just let it ride though.
Yeah.
Go to the chat.
Free game. What's happening, G? Facts. I've always been modest about my position. They don't make or break me. Real shit, nigga. Real shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been. Later in my life, I became a modest person. I used to be arrogant as fuck. I ain't even much lie. I thought I was the best looking nigga, the nigga, all that shit, man. But that's just little kid thinking, man. You grow up from that shit. But I'm a real modest person now. I don't talk about what I got or what I could do or none of that shit. I just do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you gotta be anyway. Because
Gotta
guess
be
what? You
true.
can't take none of this stuff. None of this stuff in this house. I'm gonna take with me when I die. Not one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
one thing.
What about that
My
little
old man
giraffe?
used to say, "You don't see no you hauling behind no goddamn hearse."
Stephanie, you got that? You remember that giraffe EE had? That long neck ass giraffe.
You know what I'm saying? And he was right.
You ain't taking none of that with you. That's why it pissed me off when you know who come on saying, man, where he on my level and this and that. You don't know what level anybody is on. If you got what level I was on from me chatting in the chat, you a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You're a bad bitch if you figure that out from me chatting in the chat. Come on, man. You sound stupid.
Sound dumb as motherfucker. Cause I mean that's another thing of like you hear these motherfuckers say somebody jealous of somebody. I was talking to my little sister about that one time. I'm like, motherfucker be saying,
I gotta make a clip of that shit. It was one of these motherfucking videos. Then I kept, oh man, he got a little giraffe in a house with this real skinner with a long neck with a little cat bottom. I went crazy on the giraffe. Dang, I can't believe you didn't hear that shit. I gotta find and make a clip of it.
people jealous of each other on YouTube. And the first thing she said is, they don't know you. Man, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing I got going on. You just gonna let that shit come out your mouth. And the reason I came, from my understanding, that's what people could personalize with, so that's why it's being said.
Yeah, funny.
But you don't know what nobody got going on to be saying anybody's jealous of anything. You don't know what nobody got going on. I could be over here getting on your motherfucking ass and telling you what I got to tell you and be balling out of control over here. You never know. You get what I'm saying? It's just fallacy, man. It's failure in reasoning. You know what I'm saying? But you're right about that. You don't know what shit. You know, on your level, is that just a fly shit? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's just a fly shit you thought to say. You really don't know behind these avatars. You don't know what a person got going on, bro. So you should never fix your mouth. Somebody jealous of you. That's stupid to me. You don't even, like my little sister said, they don't know you. Yeah, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, damn, that was the best you can come up with. That was laughable. Let's compare. You want to compare? Let's compare. And I ain't talking about material things either. Let's compare.
But just laughable. Just your mind alone, and the way I've seen you hold conversations, there's no competition. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's just enough. You know, that's just how I look at that. For real. Right. That you know, like I was saying earlier, that material shit, that shit come and go. You can be up to date down tomorrow, then back down again, back up again. Who you are should remain the same in your beliefs. When your beliefs just switch with your feelings, boy, them beliefs was false any motherfucking way. That's how I see that. That's how I see that.
I say you can't take none of that with you. None of it. And go with you. No.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. None of them. I told you, my pops would say you don't see a U-Haul behind no damn hearse. Shit. And he was like that. He lived a life that many wish they could, and he did exactly what the fuck he wanted to do. So, shout out to my pops. Real shit. My granny always said, "Don't ever be jealous of someone else." Your granny was right. I always felt like jealousy was for people that had the word "can't" in their vocabulary. You only become jealous of when you can't, or you think you can't. Shit, I think I could do whatever I want to put my mind to. Shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing stop me but me.
Coming in here now.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get my plate. I'm making a mess.
No, I mean, you crazy.
I'm gonna mute up for 1 second.
Okay, now I mean, you crazy. She talking about I remember where I was born at. It was a puddle. It was a portal. If you believe you can do anything you want to do, you can achieve that shit, man. Ain't nothing stopping you but you. I used to have this thing about me where I used to think I wasn't gonna be able to get a job when I got out of jail and shit. And this shit kept me down for a long time. So I changed that thinking. I changed that thinking. And boy, doors opened for me. Real shit when I stopped doing other shit I was doing. The only one understanding your way is you. You right. You don't want to put a mental block on yourself though, like I did when I first, you know what I'm saying, came home and shit. I had already put a mental block of not achieving nothing right there in front of me, believing I wasn't gonna do. I couldn't do some shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a mental block I put up, so I went and done some other shit when I could have changed. You know what I mean? I don't regret nothing. Everything has gave me some type of wisdom, knowledge, and my understanding grew a lot from my struggles that I done been through. But my kids most of all changed me. They real nigga shit. My kids changed me a lot. Because if I ain't have my kids, no, I ain't gonna say that. But I'll be still wilding out, man. Just be honest and communicate. I learned that the hard way. I always trying to get out of communicating, but it works better. Oh, them jealous. I feel you, MBs. I feel you like a motherfucker. Shit. Even in today's time, shit. I believe I can do whatever I put my mind to. Any task I put in my head, I achieve. That's how I worked on my discipline myself. Being self-disciplined is whatever I said I was going to do, I stuck to it. Then I stuck to it again. Then after a while, that shit just became easy because my self-discipline grew. You see what I'm saying? Like if I want to save money for some shit, I buckle down and be eating noodles till I get what, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn shit. Anything I say I'm going to do, put my mind to, I do just that. I don't let nothing stop me. Nobody should. Don't never believe you can't do some shit. Because you can do, you could do whatever you want to do. It's only you stopping you though. That's how I see this shit. I don't let nothing stop me these days. Nothing at all. You have to do what you have to do till you can do what you fuck you want to do. That's how I look at that. You have to do what you have to. My grandma told me a long time ago, you never know when you're going to leave here. But you got to set yourself up like you're going to be here. You never know when you're going to leave here. But you got to set yourself up like you're going to be here. She told me that maybe 10 years ago. That has stuck with me all this time. And it comes to my mind when it get hard on everybody. You know what I'm saying? That comes to me when shit ain't working like I needed to work. I just learned how to push through any and all things. Yeah, it's habit forming. It takes 2 weeks to form a habit. See, that's what I was reading on one time. It takes like 2 weeks to form a habit. If you could do something for 2 weeks, you'll form a habit. And people hear the word habit and be like, oh, that's a bad things only come with habits. No, good things are called habits too. You know what I'm saying? Not only bad things, good things are called habits too.
30 days to break one.
30 days to break one, yeah.
That's crazy. Only 2 weeks to get it, but 30 days to break.
Oh, Jazz straight.
No, hell no.
She straight. Jazz doing
Like
good.
I hate the fact that I started smoking cigarettes. Once I started, I ain't
Jazz
never.
and the baby,
If I want to say, I ain't never been.
Jazz and the baby, they doing good. I'm gonna tell her you ask about her. Tell her to ask you or something. I don't know her email, but she on the book. She doing good.
To do something. That's what I ain't been able to do yet. I ain't never been able to stop them up. I ain't never been able to stop smoking.
That's because you ain't had a reason to.
Well, yeah, that too. Hey, cause how I heard it one time. Your why gotta be stronger than your mission. Cause if your why stronger than your mission, you're gonna achieve whatever you're trying to achieve. Yeah, that's what I read that years ago.
She was mad at me. I think she's cool. Now she
Is
might
it
be
parfait
mad
time?
at me now. I gotta call my baby today.
I mean, you right. It's parfait time.
You know we gotta do a dessert for
Just step back in the building too. Congrats. Freaking, you smoke cigarettes too? Oh, what's that is? What that is, EE?
That's some marble pound cake.
Okay, cool.
You don't see what EE cooking? Oh, I gotta revert the camera. Let me see how to revert the camera.
What kind of emergency? Number stop? What the hell are you talking about?
Revert the camera. Where the camera at? See, you see EE. See what EE got going on? Let me see if I can get it. I can't get what the camera at.
Damn right, Gene.
That's what EE got going on right there.
Damn right.
That's my dessert. That's for Unc.
You ain't never said nothing no to her.
That's for Unc. I'm trying to get jealous. You feel me? EE, you feel me? Don't get jealous about that. And then you get mad because you be hooking me up. My YouTube. Look at my goddamn. Look at my goddamn dessert.
Only run rice each. You can't press.
But this just showing y'all some easy stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? This is easy stuff.
Because I would have never thought about what you're doing right now.
Strawberry
I ain't think creative like that.
Look at that. Look at that stuff.
They can't pressure what they preach because they don't read the book. They never made it for themselves only to people.
That's how I live, huh?
That's real shit. It's funny how the
that's my last dessert before I left here. My baby.
Yeah, I mean, because it ain't natural. Nunu was up here talking about that the other day when he was up here. Every time I talk, that's another thing, man. Nunu, I appreciate that.
Man, I love to hear Nunu talk. He just so calm and cool and collect.
Every time I catch him, we on a panel together. He's always been able to show me something different. He's another one. For real. You know the type of conversation I enjoy. I enjoy it.
Right.
I enjoy being challenged on my perspective. Because you could, when you challenge it, you can either go and make it stronger or you can give me another part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I love being challenged on my perspective. That's not a problem for me.
And to me, he's just so kind of just outside of the box, you know, where, you know, your normal reaction. Most people think your normal reaction to something, every cause has its effect. You know what I'm saying? So you think the normal thing to do is to react. You know, but like with him, he like do the opposite, which is, you know, everybody ain't like that. Where they just kind of don't let people kind of push the buttons or just think. And I ain't even like that. You know, sometimes like you have to learn how to be like that. Like once you get older, you realize I'm not gonna let you, you know, get me all worked up. Then you mess around, have a heart attack or something. That's why I couldn't understand What crazy girl, all this stuff going on, get your ass off of YouTube. Get off of YouTube, period. Like your health, you're saying that your health is at stake. This is what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying. You're saying your health is at stake over social media, basically. But you keep getting back on here. It makes no sense to me. But you want me to take you seriously. I can't. I can't. There's no way I can take you serious. I can't. Cannot. That's just the thing with him. He just different. And up here it's like the cats up here, they don't really think like that. Mm-hmm. It's very few and far in between. They just the first thing they do is just react. And then you find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. Then it's too late. It's just a trickle down effect. I love hearing it just give his, a different perspective on stuff.
He always gave me one.
Yeah.
He always, yeah.
I mean, y'all just love when y'all just get on the panel. Because like I said, I'm a daddy's girl, so,
Right on.
They just kind of close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing people just kick some real shit, some real life shit, and not up there on some bullshit. And to talk and have a decent conversation about real life. You know what I'm saying? Not no bullshit.
Right. I mean, every time Nuno have been on the panel, that's all it's been, man. Shit. Like I said, he challenged my perspectives, and I like that and appreciate that shit, man.
Right.
Because I mean, even days down the line, I be thinking about the conversation we done had. I mean, Uncle do me like that too.
Right.
And if I'm pondering about something, I was, told about something, that's substantial to me. Because I really don't let shit sit in my head. Man, I'm telling you something. These motherfuckers on here think this shit means something to me. It doesn't. I ain't made $1 off YouTube. And that was never my plan. I only went and started a platform because Unc suggested it one time, just randomly. But I also understood that the voices of truth in our little sector was getting drowned out.
That was the YouTube diplomat shop. I said, you the diplomat, my nigga. Yeah. That's the only reason they want to get trying to start doing that shit.
So I thought my voice could add something forward to the voices of truth. This shit don't mean nothing to me. What do mean something to me when people think they can play with you any way they want to. I'm not that type of person. I just explained earlier, I'm not the type of person to play with other people. You get what I'm saying? So when you play with me, I'm going to handle it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't that type of person. I'll laugh at a joke, but I ain't going to crack one. I'm just not a joking person like that. You know what I'm saying? But I laugh at one.
And I ain't going to be your joke either.
Ain't going to be no joke either. Real shit. Like that, fuck nigga just came through. He thought I didn't catch that shit, but I did.
Yeah. That was some fuck shit, man.
Are you gonna grace us with your presence? Are you really serious about that solid live shit?
We'll have this to remember. You won't have what to remember? This parfait? Come on, y'all. Can you get one strawberry shortcake? You can have it. Cold Pepsi. Whole thing. Don't leave Uncle nothing.
What?
Nada.
What?
Damn, what the hell?
You gave Cold Pepsi my shit.
What's wrong with him?
You just gonna give
cauliflower, right?
You gonna that you talk to your boy. But you did.
You see, I got tricked. Everybody talking something. What's this? I'm like, cauliflower rice. They like, oh, okay. I got all three of them. They talk so it's still good though, but it's different.
Yeah, right.
It is different.
Yeah, man, shit. But that's if I get snappy with a person because I think they done play with in a way that a person wouldn't play with me if they was in front of me. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't play that shit. I really don't play a lot of games, bro. Not at all.
So you people at work be looking at me like I'm crazy. They be like, don't mess with her. Get straight to the point. They know they coming. You talking to me? I'm about business. Get straight to the point. Don't be beating around the bush. Tell me what you want. Cause see, my job is like, I gotta pull all the pieces together. So I ain't got time to be playing. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean or anything like that. I'm serious about my job. I'm serious about, I take pride in what I do.
Boom
You know
over
what I'm
there.
saying?
Somebody
So
explain it to him.
I don't like people to play games with me, or you did something wrong, but now you about to tell me this long story and this and that, and now I gotta fix your problem. Just get straight to the point. Tell me what the problem is so I can fix it.
So
that's all we need to do.
Yeah, so you could get at the task at hand. Shit, I get you.
Right. Don't go all around the mulberry bush and I did this and this. And don't get to the point. So they already know at work. Like, just don't mess with her. Just get to the point. And you know what I'm saying? Just tell her what it is so she can fix it. That's if I'm on site. If we on site at an event, don't do it. Get to the point. Let me fix it if I can. And I'm not saying I can fix everything, but most of the times I can, or I can send you in the right direction of who you need to talk to. We talking about the events. We talking about
planning,
setting up the room. Yeah, planning, making sure the food is there. So I do all the prep work in advance. So more than likely, I'm the person that you need to talk to if it's a situation that comes up.
We do over. We chill over.
During the event or after the event, I'm your point person. Probably for everybody, from the CEO of the company all the way down to the damn janitor if it got something to do with the event. So it's like, just get to the point, tell me what it is, and let me help you. But all them playing that games and stuff like that, I don't do that at work. Now I may laugh and giggle all at home, but at work, I'm serious as hell. I'm serious, like serious.
Okay, Dro, eat this. It was a video that somebody posted that said, eat this. They was jealous, I believe. Shit. That's how I look at it. Real, they can't whip no that stuff that you was whipping up that day. Shit, you whip, that shit was ready. Big Cold Pepper, please move the glass out of my face.
I don't know what else to show y'all. That's what I'm leaving on till somebody come and eat it. Somebody gonna come back down and eat it.
You gonna be looking so stupid.
I was finna say, so you didn't even, damn, you just made it. You ain't gonna even tear it down.
Nah, one of the kids, one of them can eat it.
Jen said, what name of the wine you put in the parfait?
Oh, that's my let me get it for you. That's my San Antonio. That mug is good as I don't know what. It's real good. It's sweet red wine.
Sweet red wine.
It is so good. And I really, I'm not really a drinker anymore. Like I used to drink back then. Like I used to drink Jack and apple juice. That's what I drink. But like on the wine tip, I'm not really a wine drinker. But this right here, this is so good. And it's not dry. It's not a dry red wine. It's like it's a sweet red.
Right.
It's really good. Well, you ain't gonna be busted if you drink half the bottle. You know what I'm saying? The bottle will still be good. And it ain't expensive either.
Really? Toyota Camry died with you. Oh, great.
Yeah, San Antonio. I love San Antonio too. Just going down there. First of all, their food good as I don't know what. Then you got little restaurants and the Riverwalk, and I love San Antonio.
I live in Texas. I ain't never been to San Antonio. What? I done been everywhere.
Get out of here.
I done been everywhere else.
I done been San Antonio. You gotta go to San Antonio.
I done been everywhere else.
You gotta go there.
For real.
Austin. You been to Austin?
I done been to Austin. Every major city except San Antonio. For real, I love Austin though. I love Austin. I even love Dallas. The Dallas Fort Worth area. They like the opposite of us down there. So it's something different. But I ain't never been to San Antonio. I've been asked to go to the Riverwalk. I ain't going there. I ain't going. But
I gotta
I
get
should
my
have went.
hip now. Step over.
I'm gonna plan a trip.
You gotta go.
I'm probably take my kids down and let them. Hey, that's why if I'm gonna travel with my babies. I want them to get every and all experience I can give them before they get grown. For real.
You gotta get on a little boat, let them get on the river walk and go down, man. But they food, I'm telling you. I'm a foodie, so when I go different places, my first thing is like, okay, what about the food? How's the food? I'm going to remember it by the food. So
Okay, cool.
I love San Antonio. Austin is weird. Austin is really weird.
Man, Austin is it has been named the most liberal city in America. Austin, it's just different, man. You go to Austin and hang loose and make friends for life with people. You know, they just they friendly people. Really.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back down Austin. You know, they have the little. Have you seen the bats come out? They have like this little bridge down there. It's like 2 million bats come out at dusk every day. Have you seen that?
Damn, I didn't know that right there. Last time I went down on 6th Street. I like 6th Street.
Yeah, 6th Street cool. It's not too far from 6th Street. It's like if you go over towards, I want to say that's like a I don't know the hotel. It's one of them high-end hotels. It's a bridge right over there. Maybe it's the Four Seasons. It's not too far from the Four Seasons. It's the bridge with 2 million bats come out like it's crazy. You can probably look it up on the internet. It's crazy though. It's crazy.
Damn.
Crazy. You know. But Fort Worth, I'll be in Fort Worth this summer. I go to Fort Worth. We got an event down there.
Right on.
This summer.
I used to go to the
I ain't never seen a cake.
What you say?
No, you got free game. Say there's a lot of cool caves you can tour. I've never toured a cave down there. But yeah. See the bats come out. That it's just crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. I was like, oh my God. You want to hold your head, duck your head, but they ain't thinking about you. You know, they just going wherever. I guess wherever the hell they supposed to be going out to eat or whatever it is wherever they going, that's where they going. But they ain't really thinking about you.
Yeah, I don't think bats necessarily hunt people like they the perception of them. They probably bloodsuckers. I don't just think they humans a little bit too big for them. I used to go to the Texas Namaste. Shit, for real. Hey, that's a little thing right there. Yeah, it ain't all about track and field, to tell you the truth. I mean, it is. The event itself is, but hey, that's so much more after the event's over with. Just like the South by Southwest. I haven't been in there a couple of times. But I like Austin, man. Hey, it's hilly as a motherfucker, but I like how down here in Houston, it's flat. Everything pretty much flat. You go over there to Austin, and you get real hilly. You know that,
right? And you go on 6th Street, you just go from bar to bar to bar to bar.
Yeah.
From bar to bar.
Yeah, it's so much stuff going on down there. For real. I remember at one point the little lake or whatever they got down there was drying up because it was so dry in Texas. Man,
is it Lake Travis?
Lake Travis.
That joint is so pretty. Like the color of it's not your normal. Like it's not a Jamaica island. It's not like a Jamaican blue. But it's like a dark, not dark, but it just has a different color to it. It's so pretty.
They got slapped in Austin. Yeah, because they just like us down here. Namaste, you know that. We slap kings down here. Real.
You talking about slabs of red?
No, that's what they call. Damn, I guess I gotta explain it because the lingo. Slabs down here is cars, fixed up cars with swingers on it. Swingers.
Oh, okay.
I can explain swingers, but you ever hear somebody from Texas say they poking? They mean they riding on swingers.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, nah, we're thinking that is something completely different.
You know.
That'll be something completely different up here.
Yeah, of course. But that's when you hear somebody down here say, man, hold up. Let me see if I could. Let me see. I'm finna see something.
Is that like with the little? So when I was in Houston, I seen it's like a little car. So on the rims of the car, it's like almost like little spikes going out, like on the rims.
That's swingers. That's what when somebody say they poking, that's what they mean right there. The official name for them is 84s and shit. But
what state you in?
Now they got my super pokes and shit. Super pokes are kind of like shit. You gotta stay away from them because they look, they poke out so much.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When I was younger, I liked that type of shit. I won't that ride it today though.
I'm trying to probably close I'm trying to see if I can take a picture. I took a picture. We went to some breakfast joint down there, like hole in the wall. You got to stand in line. It's a long line. They do like chicken and waffles.
The Breakfast Club down from Alabama.
Oh, the Breakfast Club. Yeah, Breakfast Club. It was good. But it was like in and out. What you want? Order. I was like, damn.
But hey, the line be long, but you don't get in and out. I'm finna show y'all something. I'm finna show y'all what a slab is. A lot of people don't know what slab is. They have lingo and like, what is it? Just like you just said, what is it? Talking about slab of ribs?
Yeah, no, slab that way.
I used to ride a slab when I was young, man. When I wanted to be cool and shit, man. But I like to be anonymous. See, that's a slab right there. That would be considered a slab in H-Town. Got your pokes on, you got your bang in the back. You probably got your pop trunk where, it pop up and they got neon lights back there saying whatever they say. That's a slab.
Yeah.
You saying? And this one is
slab rider. That's a slab rider. The slab at the highway.
It's a Texas thing. Oh, this one right here. Look. That's super pokes right there. That was super pokes.
Poking out.
Yeah, shit. That's the thing down here. You gotta if you ain't poking, you're joking. You know what I'm saying? That's the look. Yeah, hey, they put these on any kind of car that you want to put them on. That's a charger. I just seen the Astro van with swingers on it. Shit, we gonna poke down here. This will probably get you a better picture of what poking is. That's poking right there. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Them
That's crazy though. When I saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? It was just so crazy. I had never seen anything like that. I just seen it like that. 2015. I was like, what the hell is that?
We've been poking for a long time here now. You get what I'm saying? Like something like that. They'll cut the cut the roof off anything down there. They don't give a damn. But yeah,
gotta make sure you can drive good. Hell, with that shit sticking out like that, you gotta make sure you can drive good.
Well, if you a person that ride on curbs and shit a lot, these are not the rims for you. You gonna be clacking. You're gonna be clacking. What happens is a spoke will break. Not all spoke, but a spoke will break, and that shit'll be clacking like a motherfucker, man. That's what they say. You nigga, you ain't swinging, you clacking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's just a little piece of our culture down there. Real shit. That's what
Dang, so y'all been doing that since the 90s. Dang, I'm 15. I just found out. Just saw it.
Nah, ever since I've been alive, shit, somebody down here has been poking. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't poking, you're joking. Hey, I done done it. And then wreck the damn car up. For real. I won't dare spend that type of money on, shit, on the accessories on the car. Now that I'm older, but when I was younger, shit, poking.
How much they cost, bro?
Man, them motherfuckers. Oh, man. I don't know how much. I ain't never had no super pokes. That super poke shit is something new. But I think I seen 510 a rim when I just pulled that up. So 510.
How much?
510 a rim. When I just had pulled that up. A piece. 510 a piece. 510
like $510. $5,000.
$2,040.
510. Yeah, you ain't lying.
Free game talking about some 5,000.
You ain't lying. Some up. I think I had this same 5 on some of them.
Definitely fucking with my sleep.
Man, you ain't, man. You seen that Super Poke shit? That Super Poke shit crazy. But that just a
rain and nigga when you got shit.
Hey, the how know what I'm talking about? Shit. That's just a Texas thing right there. Yeah, if you ain't poking, you're joking. You know what I'm saying?
Take this opportunity to tell Stephanie Harder that I appreciate every dime she ever done sent a nigga. Oh, I ain't mean to say that. Oops, my bad. Yeah, she done bought some Zuzus and Wham Whams when I was down the ring and the clink. Yeah, thank you, Steph. Yeah, appreciate it. My bad.
Right, some of that. If you ever hear, cost more than a car.
Sometimes it do cost more than a car. Sometimes you see a 2003 Cadillac.
Eat and drove.
$5,000 worth of rims on it. But I think I just seen something right now when I first pulled it up 510. I know like a lot of places you probably get a little cheaper. It's just highlight that downhill because it's the thing. I knew cats that when I was younger, they would go up to Dallas and buy their sprinklers because it was cheaper. Because they ain't really owned it out there. I had them old 84s with the baskets on my Rico when I was younger. Old mustard matinee. Yeah, full top.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just for being on the page, I want to thank you.
That's a little part of our little culture down here. So if you ever hear somebody say, if you ain't poking, you're joking, they mean if you ain't swinging, you ain't talking about shit. You ain't talking about shit. Hey, Kelly. Yeah. I didn't hip you to some shit.
Yeah. Good looking out. Cause I be like, what? I could have been a little offensive. You ain't holding. I've been like, what?
Well, yeah, I get that. But I ain't mean that we. But just give me a little slang.
No, not for you. Oh. Yeah, not for you. I'm saying if somebody would have said that to me, I would have been like, "The hell you talking about?" I could have took that a whole nother way.
Oh yeah, I get you. But that's all. Man, I didn't heard dudes that they drive too close to and they go to clacking and that shit sounds terrible. You don't even want to drive your car. That shit sounds terrible.
Oh yeah,
that make a constant noise, a constant clacking noise.
Yeah, he hold it down.
You'll break a spoke.
Hold it down for me.
Hitting the curb, you'll break a spoke.
You won't believe he really ain't a talkative person though.
I used to call it
I'm talking YouTube shit fucking with me.
My sister used to call me thug when I was in the slab and shit. Like I say, man, I like I'm telling Nunu the other night, man, shit, I'm the only one of my kind in my immediate family and shit. Everybody else is college educated and shit. I chose my own way. Do my own motherfucking thing. If you ain't poking, you're joking.
But let me tell you, it's good to go to school, to college, to do all that. But I'm telling you, I went to school 5 years, doing a degree, and I ain't even doing what I went to school to do. Okay.
Well, both of my sisters are in the same position that you're saying. You went to school for one thing, and both of my sisters are not using the degree they went to school for. They both teachers now.
I ain't talking about shit.
Big game, Gary. How y'all doing, man? I got somebody to hold it down now so I can run and give me something to eat, man.
That's
Yeah.
JFK. I'm
So
J4K. That J4K should be
a
on
lot
me.
of people be in that position
They
though,
take a
man.
throw
Don't
out
be
of there, you put the F back in.
using they
They
what they
put the
went to
John
school
F.
for,
Kennedy,
man. I see
yada,
people every
JFK
day
community.
that I'm looking at like credit
Put them off
bureaus and what's in their past, and a lot of their school loans and stuff be hanging over their head, and they not doing nothing that got to do with what they went to school for.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I mean, the one thing I'm grateful for, I was on a scholarship, so I didn't really have to worry about, the student loans and things like that. But again, just for the simple fact that I feel like I spent 5 years having something in mind of what I'm going to be doing when I get out of school, and I'm doing something completely different. Completely different.
Hey, I see it happen all the time, every day. But I mean, you learn something. You learn something.
K Challenge up here, but I can't hear K Challenge.
It wasn't.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
What's up, Dirk? We hear you.
K Challenge up here too. Shit. I mean, K Challenge, can you hear?
Yeah, I'm up in here. I can hear you.
Right on. So y'all gonna have a conversation, man. I'll be back momentarily. Yeah. Don't nobody leave. Okay. Because ain't nobody gonna be able to get up there. So hey, y'all, I've been talking for 4 hours. Y'all got it.
We got you trying to stay television. We've been here the whole entire time. Shit, we done walked to the lighthouse and picked up some crabs. Shit. Back in the wind. We're gonna go to the sandwich pizza. Trying to keep it on the footstool.
Okay.
Behind me. I ain't tripping.
All right, then.
Yeah. That's not them. You see them lights? Yeah, they showed them.
Was that you asking about the school and stuff, like the student loan?
No, I was just saying that I don't have any student loans, but I'm saying I can understand the frustration of people going to school. You know what I'm saying? And having a student loan, I don't have any. I'm good on that end. But like I said, I went to school for computer science, but I'm not doing that. So.
Right. Well, I was one of the people that were fortunate. I mean, to not pick up any kind of student loans and stuff like that. But I mean, it's a way around it. A lot of people don't know it's a way around it to move forward, because what happened is, just like things like child support, but those student loans are linger in your background and your credit for a minute, and it makes it a little difficult to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real right there.
Yeah, it's ways to get around it, though. You know what I'm saying? And, I can just share one tidbit for you. I do with my clients. Whenever they come to me and try to, they financing a car or a house or whatever the case might be, what you can do is you can just go, you call them folks, and instead of making all them different loan payments to different lines of loans, you can actually talk to them people and consolidate all of it to one payment with a smaller payment. A lot of people don't even know you can do that, especially if you're behind on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I had to coach a lot of people to do that, man. But it's just they don't know. They just think they only have one option of paying the government back. One other advice I give to them, like, man, pay them folks, man. As long as you paying them people something, it might not even be the total, amount you owe them per month. But as long as you paying them people something, and they see you doing the effort, generally they leave you alone. But it's when you don't pay them, that's when they start,
Yeah.
Like stuff on credit.
Yup. Just like the power bill. You pay something,
Yeah. Man, I can sit here and tell you a lot about finance. I don't know if you've seen that comment I put in the chat, but I can sit here and lace people up on a lot of, what to do. A lot of people think it's difficult to, build their credit to 700, 800 and stuff like that, but actually it's not. It kind of land on the same principles we stand on around here, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to doing that. Now, that don't, credit, man, is a man-made system, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people move forward, like, and get down on their credit, man. That's something that man-made. Like that doesn't make or break you, because one thing I can say is I've actually seen hundreds of people, like credit scores and credit bureaus, and probably 95% of everybody had problems. Everybody that had issues. I mean, it ain't. It's really rare I see a credit score it's just straight perfect all the way through. That just don't really happen too much. You can actually the credit bureau actually tell y'all a story. I don't even have to have the person in front of me. I can see the story. Okay, back in 2006, you was having issues. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what you doing now? Okay, what's happened since then? You know, you can actually kind of read a person's, not a person's inside, but a person's kind of like what they've been going through in life through their credit bureau and stuff like that. But the student loans, man, you can. I just advise anybody to, you know, owe them. They stacked up. Call them people. Get it consolidated. Get it to a monthly little payment, and just pay them folks. It might be $25 a month. You know, you might owe 30, 40,000, and you know you might be paying them 25 a month. But if you took the initiative to, and it's reporting. Once you do that and work out something with them, it'll report. The wording will report better on your credit bureau than you just ain't paying them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what most people think. I just ain't gonna pay him. Like, okay, that's just going, you know, that's a way of tracking you too. So that's not the best thing to do.
That's not the best thing to do with the government because, you know, they got the power to start garnishing shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Liens on your house, all that good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know right now that the government is giving student loans like only in certain situations, but the government is giving like student loan forgiveness out right now. I think you have to be a part of the military or something like that, possibly. But they got programs out right now where they forgiving like student loans and stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they need to check. People need to check into that if they got student loans lingering. But I say
one thing I was grateful.
This is my best advice I can give about credit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, everybody that had did bad and messed up on their credit. I just seen it all. Ain't nobody perfect. Just like life experience, though. When you trying to move forward, you got to clean up what you messed up.
Right.
Clean up what you messed up. Figure out what spill is still got a stain. Then turn around, clean them spills up, because you're not gonna be able to move forward until you do. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to move forward. Yeah. But when I say clean it up, it might be just throwing it out. You know, you don't know you can just throw it out. You ain't got to do all that work. You can just throw it out. You know you're eligible for throwing it out. Yeah. All right.
What you mean throw it out? Just wait it out? You're saying wait for 7 years? What you mean?
Right. Listen,
wait it out. Okay.
Listen. If you got like this, you can. Everybody got bad stuff. See, people don't even know they could be having stuff lingering on their credit. That all you have to do is dispute it, and they have like 30 days to respond to you. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't respond to you, they have to take it off the credit. So what I would first do if I was everybody and that's what I coach my people to do: dispute everything on your credit. At least you'll know where exactly those lines of credit coming from, because they'll send you letters and say, "No, this is from this." A lot of times, what happened is, like, let's say you had an old credit card back in the day, you know, and you didn't pay for it, you just let it go. What will happen is that credit card company will sell your loan to another credit card company. I mean, to another collection company. And they'll sell it to another collection company. And it'll kind of linger on your bureau. So sometimes people say, wait 7 years and it'll fall off. But if they keep selling it to different collection companies, it's a longer process. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you ever heard of that whole saying, never pay off a collection. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. If these people have sold my account, my negative account, to 3 different collection companies, right? Okay, when it get to that 3rd or 4th collection company, how does that collection company know that's actually my debt? They ain't got no paperwork. They don't know about me. They don't know nothing. They don't have no signature that I signed for anything or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of wash your debt, try to wash it through different companies. You know, and that's why you have people be calling you on that same loan, but different entities. And you don't have to pay. Right. Dispute whatever you got, so you can find out who is it with, And by the time you dispute everything, some of that stuff will knock off. Then after that, after whatever knocks off, now you left with what's there. And once you left with there, you're looking at the mess that you created right there, and then just take the highest one, whatever the highest one in. However long it might take you 2-3 months, but just pay that one off. The highest one, it might be a $3,000 apartment complex or something like that. You might take 6 months and you got to pay it off, but pay that one off. After you pay that highest thing off, whatever you did, everything else should fall up underneath. It'd be like $200, $300 this, a cable bill from here. It'd be little stuff.
Right.
It's just all little stuff. And just take the time. You just check, pay that one off. You might take 2 checks to pay that $300 off, but you're gonna have to give yourself about a year worth of just focusing on that stuff. And once everything is cleared off, all you can do is move forward, start using your credit again, and start putting positive lines of credit on there. And go get you a Cons TV. You can go buy that shit from Cons and stuff cash. You know what I'm saying? Really, you can. We all can go buy a $1,000 big screen right now, right? But why not go ahead and put the $2,000 big screen on my credit? Make sure I pay it off in a year. And now to clean up everything I messed up, got a positive trade line on my credit. Now I'm 650, 680, almost 700. That's eligible to buy a house by then. It's actually easy to do.
What else, sir, drop?
Debt don't be high. I mean, people be having debt like they debt be like $4,000 or $5,000, but to them not knowing credit, that's just the worst to them. But it really ain't. It's really you can maintain it.
Reintroduce.
It's just how to float through this system, though, man. I fix
So
every day.
Again, we got some people in the chat saying that they don't really mess with credit no more. So I mean, what type of advice would you give them? You know what I'm saying? If they saying they don't really mess with credit no more, credit is really something that you need for real. Especially if you're trying to purchase something huge like a house, or not necessarily a car, but definitely a house.
Yeah, exactly. So now, okay, I can understand why they say they don't mess with credit. And I can understand the whole saying, if I can't buy cash, that means I can't afford it. But that's our realistic mind frame of thinking. That's not how the world is set up, though. That's not how, not to say the world, that's not how the U.S. is set up. We set, if it kind of lined it out for you, we set up to be in debt. If you don't participate in that being in debt situation, then you kind of treat it like an outcast. So you have to participate in getting debt to participate in the systems that we have here. You have to, if you want a house or something like that. Now you can sit up there and you can, hustle all year, save up enough money. But I mean, how many years is it gonna take you to save up $200,000 to pay for cash for the house? You got to participate in the whole, getting the debt thing, But you got to, man. That's just the game they playing. And sometimes, you want to say play the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to play the game to get what you want from their system. You know what I'm saying? Because people from overseas, they come over here and they don't even fathom. Like people from Mexico come up here, they hate the credit thing. That's not how they live. You know what I'm saying? But you got to use it, especially if you're trying to get something like a house, the so-called piece of American pie. You know what I'm saying?
And see, well, here, I definitely would if I had $200,000 in cash, I'm definitely not trying to give that away on a house all at one time. Correct. I just don't want to do that. To me, that's just not smart.
You're putting all your eggs
I'm definitely not going to do that. Right. Yeah. Right. So,
I mean, you think about it like this: if you had $200,000, you actually can go purchase 4 houses. You know what I'm saying? You can put 50, and now you can rent out those other 3. You live in one, and you can create wealth over there like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, somebody else is paying your mortgage and making you rich at the same time. That's some investment strategy stuff. But
see, the problem with us, people don't really teach us. At least not our kind. They don't really teach us that.
I think that's the silliest thing. I think the closest thing we had to that back in school was government and economics. Why is it
which no longer exists? No longer exists.
Right. Why don't they have a class in high school just focus on finance and credit and stuff like that? Because we never was taught this stuff. We weren't even taught this stuff by our parents. I had to get out in the streets and through my courses of jobs I have, I had to learn all this, but I never was taught any of this. Never was taught any of this. And the crazy part about it, the other race, they kind of indoctrinate their kids with it. I've seen plenty enough times where this kid is not even in college, but their parents, what they do is they'll put their name on a credit card. They'll put their name on a car or something like that. Knowing the parents don't. So when it's time for them to go to college, they can go get their own. They got a 750 credit score. You know what I'm saying?
Because you've established that credit score. But what people don't realize when you don't do it, there's nothing on the record. You got no credit is just as bad as bad credit. You know, you don't have any credit.
Well, listen to me. I used to think that way too. I used to say that phrase too. No credit is bad credit, but it's just as bad when you're looking at it to make a decision to do anything for them. But I'd rather have something I can just move forward and just build than having to clean up all the bad stuff before I can build. You know?
Well, yeah.
So I mean, it's like decision making. Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, you got bad credit and you don't have no credit. It's going to be the same call back from the bank. It's going to be the same answer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's something that we all need to kind of focus on, and if you just turn your attention to it, you know, and think about it for about a year, man. Because I'm telling you, about a year you concentrating on that, you know, and just paying a little bit here, a little bit there, you can get about that situation. Concentrating on that, you know, just paying a little bit here, a little bit there, you can get about that situation.
I think that's the problem on our end because, again, they're not teaching that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's 17. They don't even teach them how to do a budget, which I think is just crazy. I mean, that's just the basic of the basic. You need to know how to do a budget. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. At 17 that you guys are not teaching that. Like, that's crazy.
Right. Wouldn't you think if they focus on that in school and let's say 5 years, our economy kind of would be a little like you know, 15% better or something like that, just being modest about the number. Like, you would think that more people would be educated to how to keep good credit, but they don't even teach it. You just have to get out here, bump your head, and then learn how to clean it up. That's crazy to me. You don't even teach the system that runs this, but that runs us and how we work and how we build on credit. You don't even teach that at a high school level. That's different to me. That's like, what? I don't understand that.
You know, they target college kids. That's where they target. You know, that's where you get all the Discover cards, the visa. They come to your school, everything. Sign up for this. I tell my son,
you're gonna give a college kid $1,000 credit card, knowing he needed. He ain't got no money going to school. Probably got at best a part-time job. You gonna just offer him all these credit cards and stuff like that? Man, I was sliding and swiping so tough.
Look, I was sliding. Mine started out like at $250. I paid that. Then it went to like $1,000. I paid that. They jumped it up to $7,000. I'm just 18 years old. Because you was 18 years old. Yeah. Crazy. That's on the credit building side. But I told you I clean it up. Now when you move forward and build, like you get out there and you get like you can go take $500, go give it to any of these banks, and give you a secured credit card. They already got their money. That's why it's called secured. Okay, you use it, spend it, use it, spend it, use it, spend it. Within 6 months to a year, they gonna call you back and be like, you know, here your money back. We gonna up to to a $2,000, $1,000 credit card. They want you to more because they're gonna make more because you've been paying your bill. That's on the building side. Now, one more thing. And if anybody got questions for me, ask me. When judging
loans for vehicles or anything like that. What they look at is installment accounts versus revolving accounts. Installment accounts are, which they look at more. You know, that's if you got installment accounts, depending on how, it might be a 5,000, 10,000, it might be 200,000. That's what they look out more. If you have more installment accounts, your credit is going to build faster and quicker, and it's going to be more strong. Installment account is, I got a car, I got a house.
Right.
It's a set amount of money. You pay this much for this month, this month, and then when you finish, it's done, it's over with, done and over with. A revolving account is a credit card. Spend it, pay on it, spend on it, pay on it, and it just goes until you know, till whatever. It just stops whenever whoever says stop. It's never no end game. So they're gonna look at. So if you keep 2 installment accounts now, 2 installment accounts, you might be, you got a car, you got a $10,000, $20,000 car, and then you turn around and you went and got that Cons TV, you got $3,000 on that. So you got a $3,000 line of credit over here. You got a $15,000 line of credit with your car, and now you got 2 installment loans that you're paying on. You pay on those good for 6 months to a year, no late payments. I guarantee you'd be close to 700 or in the 700 credit range within a year with that stuff cleaned up behind you. And this is for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I advise people to keep that bare minimum, because this is how you got to use your credit. You can clean up everything, but if you don't use your credit again, your number's not going to grow. Your credit score is not going to climb at all. It's just going to sit stagnant, like you're not doing nothing. You have to use it for it to raise. So what I would do is I advise them all, keep 2 installment loans open and 1 revolving account. So that revolving account might be that $500 credit card. You got your 2 installment accounts, which is your car, and you got like a little Cons TV or whatever the case might be. Cons, that you're paying 12 months no interest on. You sustain that for a year, you will be able to go buy a house the following year.
Hey, Free Game, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Is that like, are you heading down the road to where you talking about leveraging your credit to cash flow?
No, I'm just talking about merely just building your credit up, so where you can even go in somewhere and have buying power. Because a lot of times we go out and we try to get stuff, but we don't have no buying power because we're not strong on the credit. You know what I'm saying? Something that people do all the time is they walk in the car dealership and look for the car dealership to get them financing for the car that they want. It's that don't do that.
Yeah.
Get with a credit union, get pre-approved, walk into the dealership with a pre-approval letter, just like if you were buying a house.
Yeah.
And that way, that dealership, if they want to sell you a car, they got to come to that number on their approval letter. You have buying power walking the door. It's just like going in there and buying cash.
Yep. But they don't like that though. They really don't like that, because that's what I did.
I want to sell you a car. I got to throw my price. Come to that number. That's just it.
Yeah, they don't like that. They do not like that. And with me, that's what I did. I went to my credit bureau. I got the approval. I had the letter, and then they try to get you up to that amount too. And I'm like, no, I'm not spending. I don't need to spend $30,000.
Right.
I found what I want for $23,000. That's what I want.
Correct.
You're not gonna get me up to $30,000 for what? Nah, I don't need that.
Don't be at the beck and will of these places you're trying to buy for. Learn to go in there with some kind of buying power, so you can dictate the terms and what's going on and stuff like that. I see it happen all the time. And another thing too, if anybody right now got a vehicle that they've been paying on for the last year, and you have not been late on your vehicle, and you've got a high interest rate on your vehicle, all you have to do is take it to any credit union. Not any credit union. Sometimes you have to be like, you have to have a family member or something to get into a credit union. But there are credit unions that will take that stuff. So let's say, let me give you an example. I got a $20,000 car. My credit was kind of messed up, so I had to settle for a large interest rate. Interest rate might be 20%. If you paid on that car, don't be late for last 12 payments on time. What you want to do is you want to take that car loan, go to a credit union, and what they're gonna do is they if you've been paying on it at a high interest rate, credit union is gonna give you a lower interest rate, so they'll be happy to take that loan away from another financial institution because they know you're gonna pay, lower your interest rate, lower your payment. I had a $500 payment, now I got a $375 payment just because I've been paying on it good. That's a good way people can lower their DTI. Like they can start like if you feel you're paying too much, you struggling or whatever. Okay, well you need to go refinance that car, but you cannot then late in the last year. Anybody can go do that. That help out a whole bunch of people. That's a light bill or goddamn, that's a bill. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right. Not only that. Okay, let's say you do get that loan with that credit union, they lower your interest rate from a 20% all the way down to like a 9% or whatever, 7%. You can turn around. They gave you that loan. Now you can turn around all that little bitty stuff we was talking about. You got to clean up on your credit. That $4,000 worth of stuff. You can take all that stuff and ask them for a consolidation loan. They'll take all that. They'll take all that $4,000 or $5,000 stuff you've been meaning to pay off. They'll put it in one payment. They'll pay all that stuff off, so it looks like it's paid off on your credit. And you got one payment with them, and it's lower than what you were paying all those individual accounts. You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting straight, and you can still do whatever you want to, but it's like we have the stuff we financing. We are eligible for cheaper payments on that stuff. We just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we've been handling our business and paying them on time. You know what I'm saying? Any questions?
Right.
Anybody got a question? I'm just running my mouth.
Let me look in the chat. See.
It's all good.
Derek, you got some questions? What's up, Derek?
What's that?
Jared, you was asking me something about leveraging my credit to leveraging your credit to do what now?
Leveraging credit to a cash flow.
Meaning what? Meaning what though?
Have you ever heard about anything like that? You know anything about that?
Well, how would you? I can tell you about some stuff, about real estate investing and stuff like that. But how are you leveraging? Tell me how you would leverage your credit to cash flow. Now, are we talking about in cars? Are we talking about in houses? Or give me an example of what you're talking about.
Honestly, it was just a question. Like I saw something. I was scrolling through my timeline on IG earlier today, and one of those advertisements was talking about, let's credit in the cash flow, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And then when I got on here, he was to my credit. I was like, well, shit, let me add free game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that, man. You gotta watch a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that dude was on something else, but watch a lot of these people, because the simple stuff that we could know, that we in the know that we can actually do ourselves, like people that with the knowledge of it, they try to take advantage. Like you got a lot of these credit repair companies out here. Mm-hmm. I remember I had my own credit repair back when it wasn't even popular, but all they're doing is really taking advantage of you not in the know. You can do it all yourself. Anything you got to do repairing your credit, you can do it yourself. Now you got those people that don't have time to do it and rather pay for it to be done, and instead of them having to do this because they might be busy or their profession or something like that. Now I understand that, but the majority of us can do it ourselves. You can just do this stuff on your credit and everything by yourself. Now he's talking about leveraging his credit into cash. I'm just trying to think of what is the tool he using to do that. I mean, is he what is he just saying, going to get a personal loan? I mean, and then that's just cash, but what are you doing with the personal loan? Because I get a personal loan, I'm spending it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just turn my 750 credit score into 30 grand and it just sit there, you know what I'm saying?
That's real life.
You like, what is he trying to do? Is he investing in real estate? I mean, I'll be honest with you, man.
I only asked because that's what you was talking about. Like I blew it off. Like, man, really, I ain't never heard of it.
my advice to this is my advice to everybody, man. And look, the crazy part about it, and this is why this kind of stuff I'm talking about line up with Fed be telling us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Man, just open your eyes. We had it all right in front of us. We just don't know it's right there. The key to a lot of this stuff, a lot of these problems that be going on in the world, a lot of these scandals and shit like that, a lot of stuff lead back to real estate. Fed want to tell you, man, that they want control of land. Land has all the minerals. Land, if you got control of land, you got control of something. Land don't move. Like, that right? When you're dealing with cars and stuff like that, those assets move, so it's harder to track, it's hard to collect them and stuff like that. They go down in value. Yeah, land is that right? Yeah, land is.
But free game,
right there. What's up?
But free game, what you got to be careful of is like you got to pay attention to the jurisdiction that you're in, because in DC, every 99 years, it goes back to like state or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't really own that land in DC. So you gotta be really careful when you think that.
True, because you always gonna be paying taxes on it. But the deal is, you what you buying is control over it to do whatever you need to do with it. And what I'm saying about open your eyes is it's crazy, because when I do investing in real estate, the pieces of property that make me the most money is the crack house. Yeah, it's the one that's really dilapidated. Those make the most money. But we see them all the time in our neighborhoods. We see all this property and vacant lots in our neighborhood. We drive past that shit, don't even think about it. You can get that shit for little or nothing too. Little or nothing. You can listen. I'll tell you a story. I'm running my mouth, so we're just gonna talk because this is something I think you need to know. We build over here, freak. Ain't that what we do? Right. I met this young cat. This cat, when I met him at an auction. He was 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to. I was going to look at a property, just stopping by and look. It was a vacant land in the hood. It was literally in the hood. It was, it's Trinity Gardens over here. That's one of the hoods down here in Houston, right? Don't think about it. Well, this young man, I was out looking at the property. This young man that came out and talked to me. Come to find out, this young 24-year-old dude, he owned 2 little flatbed trucks. He had his own little business, right? Now, the little vacant land was right next to his grandparents' house. He was living with his grandparents, kind of taking care of him. This young cat ended up buying the vacant land next to his parents. He ended up building a 2,300 square foot home on his land. Ooh. And then, hold on. And I helped this young kid buy about 5, down this little block, buy about 5 properties. So this young kid, he bought like 26 right now and really own a piece of his hood. And he was buying these little properties because nobody was paying attention to him. He was buying little properties for $6,000, $8,000. Mm-hmm. It was just, these whole properties, and this dude owned half his block in his neighborhood. Man, that's I'm gonna say this. Everything that's meant to be gonna happen. That's crazy that you said that, because I was taking a trip with my partner around the hood the other day, and we was looking at vacant lots and pieces of property and how much they cost, and I'm like, damn, that's all I want for that shit. Man, listen. Let's say you and think about it. Think about it. If we just all switched our mind to what's around us and start buying back our neighborhood instead of some foreign person or some person in New York or whatever who ain't never been here, because this is what these people do. They invest in these properties in the hood and they don't never see the property. Mm-hmm. They just invest in big portfolios. So if we just open our eyes and start buying all these $5,000-$6,000 lots around us, we would actually begin to buy our own neighborhoods. That's right. Control over what's going on, but we're not looking at it like that. We're looking at it like that's an old house. That's old. I can't do nothing with that. Now forget that old dilapidated houses on it. Yeah, you just need that flat earth discussion land. Hey. And guess what? Now that you got control over it, you can take however long you want to put a little old house on it. You could take 5, 6, 8 years. You know, this year 1, I done paid for the slab. You know, it's out there, been out there. Year 2, 3, I can go on here and get the frame and get it closed in. I take 4, 5 years, 6 years to build it.
And you know the beauty of that is because then now you can take employment. You can actually say this my hood instead of claiming some white folk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you can pull the resources out of the neighborhood to build whatever it is you want. Because I guarantee you, somebody that know how to frame over there, somebody that know how
right. And that's exactly what that young man did. Everybody that built that house for him, or he knew just people in the neighborhood that with the trade. He knew an essay. He knew an essay that did framing. His uncle was a carpenter, so he got the house 2,300 square foot house. He got it built cheaper than you would go buy that same house from a builder. Right. Probably about we talking about 60%, or we play about 40% less. And all the cat did was take his time. He's sleeping in his grandma's house next door, watching his little house being built next door. And he just took his time. It took him a year to do it, but I mean, he just was, I kind of coached him in that way, but once he started seeing that it was that easy to purchase property around him, dude, and he can say he got something to fight about now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cats out here claiming in hoods and blocks and stuff like that and don't own nothing that got to do with it. You know what I'm saying? This cat can say he actually knows, own that shit. And this dude ain't 30 yet. You know what I'm saying? That's so amazing, man. I love you for helping that young man. Right. And now he bought that house for 40% lower and got it built 40% lower than what it would actually cost to build that house and stuff right there. And now this house is saying we $200,000 house right there. We $200,000 house. Now he can leverage the equity on his house, pull the equity out, and do whatever he wants to with the money. Mm-hmm. He can go put it on. I think that's what he was doing. The house got valued at a certain amount. He had a lot of equity in it. He would just go take that lot over there, $5,000, $6,000. Just go get an equity loan from his property, buy that lot. Right? So he just leveraged his equity on his house and just kept buying lots that was right by it. Man, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to pull this together in a community somewhere. I don't give a damn. It could be here in Alabama. It could be, I don't give a damn where it's at, online, whatever. We just need to buy our hood back. Right. Fuck your suburbs. Yeah, think about it. Think about it though. Okay, this is the crazy part about it. And this is going on all around the world. It just happened in Nipsey. Man. Me and Fed sit up here talk about them parcel numbers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's happening, man. You see it all day long here in Houston. All right. Once we normally the hoods, our hoods is kind of right outside of downtown or whatever the case might be. Now we've been here. We haven't been given any opportunity or any knowledge about what we actually have. So what's been happening is now these cities are growing, and now those neighborhoods are becoming gentrified. Opportunity zones. Absolutely. Opportunity zones. Like, especially
that's DC all day.
Right. I'm telling you. And what they're doing now, now what they do, they come in, it's an opportunity zone. The city got plans to pull a train station through there. They got plans to build the high rises right there. So all them older black people that still live there, been living there since bought the house in 1940, 1950. Now what's happening is the taxes is rising. Because all this new stuff being built around them, they can't afford them. They slowly pushing them out. Pushing them out. But what's the killer part about it is I can't stand when I see this. Crazy. Yeah, I can't stand when I see this. I can't stand when I see this because I done been inside actual real estate deals and stuff like this where us blacks, we have like our parents' generational wealth, don't know what we got, just want to get rid of it. And they don't even know what they sitting on, and they just get rid of the property, throwing all their generational wealth away. That right? Just because they just want some money at the moment. And not saying what that property was gonna bring them in 4 or 5 years from now. In the city,
said, the city plan on bringing a train station through there. They gonna build a new school over there. They gonna build this over there, and they tricking you out.
Right.
They tricking you out your fucking out your bag.
Right, and they come right on in. They come on right on in and trick everybody out there. You know who they can out their properties, push out, and then the ones that just standing fast. They gonna, if they ain't got no way to sustain, they ain't got no other family, they might be on Social Security because they're older. They're not gonna be able to afford them taxes in 2, 3, 4 years. So they get pushed out. They get pushed out. You know, what I really want to do is I really want to go into these neighborhoods and form some kind of group to educate these people about these generational wealth that they have. They're not seeing that they have generational wealth. They're not even knowing that that's okay. It's a $80,000 house, it's a $60,000 house. It's not, to you. It's just something that you just come in and out of every day. But really, man, that's your legacy, and that like you can build a lot just off that one piece of property. You're not looking at it like that.
Yeah,
I want to go in and those people that are getting pushed out, somehow educate them or form some kind of group where these people, even if they get pushed out, they still would be able to get some kind of residual income from their property.
That right.
And that's key, because I'm gonna tell you, that's key right there, because people are so quick to sell. I was just in the same situation with my family where instead of everybody putting some money in and getting the house fixed up and then selling it, no, they just wanted to sell the house.
Right.
So they sold the house about $400,000. But guess what? Whoever bought the house, they fixed the house up. I guarantee you, they didn't put more than $100,000 in that house, and they sold the house for $700,000.
See, see.
That's why we gotta.
That's a flip. That's a flip right there.
Now that's a real jug. They talking about.
But you see, that's what I just finished the house. I just finished the house in another city outside of Houston, because that's what I do too. I flip houses and stuff too. I'm looking, but I'm looking in these hoods, and I like, when I spin around the hood now, I just hang my head. I swear to God, I just hang my head, because I see what it's worth now. I see what, like, I see that it's a lot of money in the hood, but we just not looking at it like it's like a lot of money. Like,
we looking at it like trash. Like, we just,
you're looking at it like, you're looking like it's trash.
Yeah. Man. We breaking our necks to get to the suburbs. Fuck that. If I can buy that house for $6 million, and I put
most people would stay in their hood if they can kind of have that suburban vision of a house, little brick house, whatever the case might be.
We can do that.
They would stay right there. They wouldn't even go nowhere. We can do it. We can do it. We surely can do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about getting the knowledge. And now they don't even understand, by doing that, man, they net worth gonna be more, because they have an asset. You know what I'm saying?
You have
something to leverage.
The community, like, you can't they can't just come in and say, "Oh, we finna do this." The whole community like, no, you can't, cause we own all this. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we feel like it.
Right. But it start with the knowledge. Of you getting to like a local, like chambers of commerce.
Right.
What it start with is this: is knowing what projects they finna start. Where they finna put these railroad tracks. Like I'm telling you, when it come to that Nipsey Hussle stuff, what it was, whoever the situation, whoever the property, whatever.
Them railroad.
We heard about the opportunity zone. They know full-fledged what's finna come through there. That's why Nip was having so many problems, man.
Yeah.
Because they know what that area finna be in 5 years, 6 years. They already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But see, if you're not, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, let's look at the chat. You got Jen saying in the chat that in Virginia, if you have I can't even talk, auction dilapidated home or land, you only have so long to start building on or fixing it up and be away from you.
Right. Okay. So if it's dilapidated and you're not standing it, tear it down. Now you have raw land, and all you're doing is you're paying the taxes on it. You're just paying the tax. You don't have to keep up with them taxes. It's a lot of land out there that people got inherited from deaths and stuff like that, they live in Ohio. It's a tax burden on them for this property, for them to have this property inherited to them. They don't want it. They take pennies on the dollars for the property because it's a tax burden for them.
That's crazy because see, it must be. I guess it's different state to state. Because in Alabama, like say I bought a house or I inherited a house and it had a crawl space or whatever. It was built in the 50s or 60s or whatever, and you tear it down, they're gonna raise your tax because now you gotta put a concrete slab there.
Of course, that's the difference between a pier and beam house and a slab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What happens is, I understand that you might have to come up on the tax and stuff. But they do that. They do the taxes and evaluate the taxes through your local appraisal district. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, when you have a completed neighborhood, your taxes don't rise, but the asset rises too, though. Now you done tore down that old house and built something new. Now it ain't worth $80,000 no more. We're talking about it's worth $150 now. Mm-hmm. That's why your taxes is going up mm-hmm. because your assets worth more now because it's a newer property. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to bring it up to code too. You know, you got to make sure that you bring the house up to code.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So that may cost a little bit of money to invest in on the front end, but also if you go to sell it, it's gonna be some additional money on the back end too. So you got to give a little to get a little.
Right. It's worth
I can tell you that firsthand because the house I bought, I had to bring it up to code and shit. I had to do it I had to rewire everything because it was built in the 50s. But I got a good deal on it. But I had to rewire everything, bring it up to code. I mean, it costs, yeah. But what I'm sitting on now, I can if I decide to sell it, I know I can double, triple my money.
I say, Bill.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Right. Because what happened was you end up upgrading the wiring. You end up making it up to code and stuff like that. So now it's worth more. Now you got a piece of property. You can leverage your equity on that to do whatever you want. You ain't got to move. You can go just leverage your equity and go do whatever. Take 10, 20 grand out of it. I don't know how much equity you got in your house and go do something different. And just you might want to go put 10, 15 grand on a little rent house down the way you seen. You know what I'm saying? And put 10, 15 on that and rent it out to somebody. Let them pay the mortgage off while they're making you money.
Right. You know I mean, that my plan with the house anyway. I mean, I'm in the country, man. We don't have none of that 10, 15,000 that you talking about.
Well, no, I'm talking about first equity. Equity
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pulling the equity out the house.
Yeah,
I misunderstood. My bad.
Yeah.
Y'all know, I'm a land surveyor, right? And on certain projects that I work on, or I'm about to work on, I got to sign a non-disclosure. You get what I'm saying? Mm. And that's because they don't be wanting nobody to know what they doing.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So I understand exactly what free game is saying, man. For real. Hey,
why you working on
property? Like Unc been saying this whole time, property is money, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of these issues and everything, and this control over things. Like remember, Fed was telling us the other day that it's all designed for them to come over here and get control over the property, the land. Once you have control over the land, the people gotta fall in order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like Dro. Oh my goodness, I can't stand driving over there, man. It's just so much over there that you can buy, man. It's yeah, man.
Bro,
I'm from over there.
I just seen this side come up from especially right off the Beltway where I live at, right?
Right.
I just seen, man, down here on the Beltway on our side, it used to be nothing but land. Now it's something everywhere.
Right.
Something everywhere. But I have to sign them non-disclosures because they're going to give me all the information about what they finna put here and where they going next. You know what I'm saying?
See, Dro, they don't want you to Dro, they don't want you linking up with somebody like me that I know if I see what they're doing, I know what to do. I know how to go get them other piece of property in the surrounding area under contract, who to talk to and all that stuff like that.
I get you.
That'd be a bad thing for me with your information and my knowledge and my information, that'd be a bad thing for me and you to link up. So they gotta make this non-disclosure, man.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. You talking about? I've been to H-Town plenty of time. The Beltway. I'm trying to think what it said. That's on the south side.
It's on the side.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's a big loop to wrap around the city.
We got a small loop, the 610 loop, and we got a big loop.
I'm just
hold on, Joe.
I ain't been to H-Town in a while, but I know a little bit about H-Town because I've been there several times. I'm just trying to think of what you talking about, the Beltway. I know it sounds familiar as hell because when I worked on the railroad, we was all over the city. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, you had to ride on it, bro. If you've been here in the last 10 to 15 years, you had to ride on it because that's the only way to go. If you trying to get to point A to point B without you know what I'm saying? You had to ride.
Then we got on the outside of that they finna complete 99. That's 99, the bigger loop around there.
It's gonna be 3 loops. Yeah. They just ain't finished it over there on the east side, over the all the way over from the south, west, and north is finished. It just ain't on it, and that's kind of a bad little area over there. So I understand why that development is taking a while.
Yeah, more industrial over there and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. He was just saying you said you work for the railroad.
Yeah.
Man, that rail yard, when you come into Houston, that rail yard that I'm telling you about, that you just told me about, that's right in that same hood that I told you I met that young cat, man. As a matter of fact, we can see the train tracks in the rail yard right down the road from.
You talking about over by? I mean, it's a couple rail yards in H-Town.
Yeah, it's a couple in Houston. Yeah.
I done been in every one on. You talking about the one over there by what is it called? I travel so much it'd be hard to remember names sometimes, but
Trinity Garden, it'll be like our
on the north side.
Yeah, northeast side type.
Northeast side. Is that over where they got them the apartments that's like
There's apartments everywhere.
Yeah, it's too many apartment complexes out here.
No, it's not. I'm saying the rail yard I'm thinking about, I might be wrong, but it's the one that it's like 2 bands a month, just rent only. They all white.
It's 2 bands a month. A lot of places though. Derek. Shit, that's what we saying. It's, hey, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Well, hey man, hey, the country city niggas, my bad.
Great. I used to live in I used to live in Greenway Plaza over there, right? I know you know about that over there, and like the Kirby area, upper Kirby area. I used to live over there, bro. We were paying like motherfucking $3,200, my nigga.
Oh, I know what Kirby at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
$3,200. But you know, you paying for the area. That's how they. We playing. We was splitting $3,200 a month. And on something we wouldn't finna own.
That's like the business district.
Yeah. On something we for the home. We didn't. Yeah, I mean, you know, we was getting it. So, but I'm just saying, just think of how everything now, free game, is not spread it out. Everything is built. They building everything up now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's going up. Yeah.
To you know, to get more people in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's great.
No, I don't know if you see drove down like right there, Scott, right there by downtown and stuff like that. Remember how old Drexel used to be?
Yeah, that shit different because they put that little train through there now.
Yeah, exactly. That train came through there, and now they're right there on that freeway, right there by downtown. They're building all them 3-story condos, and if you flip the map, they're doing it on the same thing on the north side, on the other side. Everything right there on the outside of Houston, which is our main hood, 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, 2nd Ward, everything right there, right outside of downtown. They pushing all them folks back.
They pushing them out of their homes that they've been there for years.
Right, exactly.
But that's happening all over. I mean, that's like the main thing that's happening all over, everywhere. In almost every major city. That's what's going on right now.
Right.
Man, they doing that shit down here in the country, man. That shit is.
We so uneducated to what we actually have. We just withering away and letting them push us out. But we actually have control right now of valuable real estate, but we just don't know across the country. We're just not educated to what we actually sitting on.
Right, and that's because we don't keep up with the vision. I mean, they put those plans out years and years in advance. You got
right, exactly. Well, they don't put the information like Dro said. They're not gonna tell you this stuff though, man. They're not gonna tell you that the people who get that knowledge is the people who
But they do tell you though. Stuff. But you got to go to those meetings. You got to go to those town hall meetings. We don't go. They do tell you this information, but we don't take the time to go and find out.
Yeah, that's true. Cause they do tell us, they be like, we finna start zoning this way, and we finna put this new fire department over here. We finna build a new.
They tell you all of that.
And that's one thing about Houston. We don't have no zoning laws. You could practically build anywhere in our area.
Oh yeah,
don't have no zoning laws down here. What? I mean, and I learned about that when Harvey got it. They have no type of zoning laws. You could, I mean, just like this, you could basically build whatever you want, as long as whatever you're building meets state elevation requirements. You can build anything you want.
Correct.
So they don't
standards
and a residential or business, like you can do whatever. Anyway.
It doesn't, bro. We got stoves in the middle of neighborhoods. I can take you to several of them right now that in the middle of neighborhoods, it's convenience store in the neighborhood, like in houses next door and shit. You know what I'm saying? They have no zoning laws here. All you gotta do is meet the building requirements for the building, and the finished floor got to be the elevation above the elevation that they want it to be.
Bet some money when I come to H-Town, I'm linking up with Dro and bet some money.
Man, I mean, you can basically build anywhere in our area, and I learned that through what I do, and especially through Harvey. Harvey exposed a lot of that because they were saying that it was so much concrete here. That's why the water healed like it did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was down there working on the railroad tracks right after Harvey because we had to fix a whole bunch of shit because a whole bunch of shit was underwater. Like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, they basically have no zoning laws. You can basically build whatever you want down there. As long as, like I say, as long as that finished floor meets the elevation requirements, hey, you good. Man, that's usually down here, it's just your finished floor got to be a foot over whatever the center line of the road is that you're building on. That's it.
Man, that easy.
That got to be something that the voters have voted on, though, Dro, more than likely. You know what I'm saying?
It got to be something.
Pass those zoning laws, that you have to adhere to whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's something that your local voters have rejected.
Well, they didn't do that shit out there. Ain't no building code or none of that shit. Ain't no zoning laws, none of that. No ordinance, none of that here. You can basically build whatever you want and meet the requirements of that elevation, and you good.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
So you can have a high ass high rise with a little ass convenience store.
Next go to it. Long as your slab that you finna build on meet that elevation requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They don't care what area, and they don't give a damn what you building.
Right.
That's something that the voters say to do. The voters say to kick that out.
Well, the last time they did something without the voters, when they put them cameras up everywhere.
Man, that didn't last too long.
They did it without the voters. So what happened?
Right.
So many people protested that they had to put that shit or vote for the people, and the people voted it out. But the cameras are still up. They supposedly don't work. But the cameras are all over the city.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something, Dro. I don't care what you say. I used to install them cameras all the way down the freeway, all the cameras you see in all of them, I used to install them. Them cameras work. Like what? How you think they don't never wonder how that 18-wheeler tipped over and did that?
I thought that was that TransStar shit though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all through TransStar. I got TransStar people number in my phone right now. When I used to have to work, I used to have to notify them that, hey, look, I got this going on I-45, whatever the case might be, so they can put on CCV billboards.
Yeah.
Here. I used to have to notify them. Man, like, all them cameras work, man. All them cameras work. They all go through TransStar. You know what I'm saying?
But they ain't giving no tickets for them though.
No, not for the speed cameras. Not for the speed cameras, but they still monitoring. What happens is, if you look up under them freeways and you see that big metal room, that little house,
the cabinet,
right?
That's what it's
called.
called.
You know what I'm saying? I got keys right here to all them cabinets. I got them right here. I got access to the HOV lane and everything. I used to do it. Listen. Inside of there, a number of recorders and stuff in there. I can actually step in there and then look at the camera spinning around, go here, zoom in way down there, a mile down there. They all feed into them hub buildings, and TransStar is just sitting there watching them. The people just sitting there watching them cameras.
Real life Big Brother.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's great.
That's why a lot of times, man, when something major happening on the freeway or something like that, man, they don't have no questions of how it happened or what happened. You know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about little accidents and stuff like that. But fatalities and stuff, I tell you, I've been on fatalities out there. And all that stuff, they can see what happened. They stay watching it. They just zoom in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want us to know, that they watching our every move like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig.
Yeah, forget these cell phones. I mean, I get it, they tracking boys by the cell phones and stuff like that, but they just tracking everybody moves, period.
I hate working for Dot, bro. They don't go stricken, strenuous people. I hate working for Dot, man.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
The last time I worked for them is when they put that tow lane on 10 I-10 West over there. I hated it, man. Well, you got to be up on the safety code, and they don't play none of that shit.
Oh yeah,
don't play.
When one of the inspectors come out there, man, and you got to be right or shut it down.
If you got your hard hat, you won't necessarily get fired from them, but you'll get fired from DOT. But I mean, it's up to your job the job whoever you work for. But I didn't see that happen. Get caught without your hard hat.
Man, you
talking
about working for the railroad, them boys gonna be bullshit. Oh, if I race your ass, you better have everything. Shit, you better have gloves, radio, safety glass, hard hat. Shit, you better have everything. You better have your job briefing with you.
Right, I done seen them boys come out, man, and if they you ain't got everything the right way, man, you could have been and did an hour to setting up equipment, crane, or whatever it can be. They don't like something and they feel it's unsafe, shut it all down.
All the way down.
All the way down, man.
And everybody, man, company done lost money.
Oh yeah, you don't lose money over that when just over one cat. But I mean, shoot. The one thing about Houston though, man, is we kind of like self-sustaining over here, man. I remember when it crashed back in 2008, the market crashed. I remember we were building a lot.
I never seen no slowdown free game.
Hold on, that's what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. What happened was they just kind of you heard about it around the world, and they were still building down here, and all of a sudden it just kind of like just picked back up and everything was normal. It was like we were the last hit by it, but it didn't hit us like everybody else. But
I never seen no slowdown. I never seen
that. That's why I love H-Town, man. I love the whole state of Texas, man. I'm from Alabama, but I love the state of Texas, man, because I mean it's even in y'all constitution. Y'all are dipped from the United States of America Corporation in the motherfucking heartbeat.
I think our independence kind of lied down our coastline because we got like from Galveston all the way to Louisiana, we ain't got nothing but chemical factories, man.
Yeah, I know. I done seen some. I had to fix some railroad tracks down there in Galveston.
Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah, it ain't but factories. All you see, you be like, man.
Nothing but industrial chemical factories all up and down the coastline through there, like in my Fed voice.
Yeah, down through there.
Down through there, you know.
Speaking. All right, y'all gotta take a commercial break. Y'all gotta take a quick commercial break.
All right.
We got Wifey in the chat. We got Jazzy in the chat. So we just want to say shout out to them.
Right on.
Y'all can't forget about the chat. Y'all just talking. Yeah. It's good, but you know, y'all take a little commercial break here and there.
We would like to take some questions from the chat.
Some questions from the chat.
On stuff we know, nothing we don't know. And if you think we might know it, just ask us in a way we might know it.
Yeah.
Right.
We got 4 Wells Hospital. Look here now.
That's why chat teach me something. Shit.
Okay, yeah, I
don't know it.
Every day. I don't know it. Hey, free game. My granddaddy told me if you can't make $1 every day, you best need to try to learn something new. On your best day, do both.
For real. One or the other. You know? One or the other. I don't know. I don't never pretend like I know everything, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm the first one to tell you. I don't know. I ain't finna play with you. Shit, I don't know then. Tell me about it.
Mm-hmm. I know what I know by just doing a whole bunch of listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know
that's the way you learn, though.
Right.
Shut your mouth and open them ears up. And that's what you feel. That's the way.
Fed 3GD said that through there, huh?
I'm good, Niecy. I'm good, man. I'm chilling, that's cool enough. You know, well, Papa, man. Papa, man, cool enough, man. Like I always am. You know how I do it. I stay where I need to be, not where I want to be at. You get me? Real flower. What's up? But yeah, man. All that. Freaking, I was listening to you when I had left. I was listening, and you said something. Hey, when I first started working, and this is nothing to about in the chat, but when I first started working with white people, I seen how much more. And I was working with some guys that was younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I seen how more advanced they was when it came to their credit shit. They was already worried about it at 20, 21 years old. They was already worried about keeping it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing being on it, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get exactly what you were saying earlier. You know, like shit. I can tell you, I ain't learned about credit till I got to be an older guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. After you bump your head.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right.
After you stumble and fumble, shit.
But you know, like I say, white people kind of they kind of pushed it right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They kind of it's kind of like ingrained in how they raise their kids. They kind of mention it, you know, in their raising.
Right.
We don't get that in our you know.
Now in our young age,
we need to be planting them seeds like mud.
We need to. Yeah, you're right. But when you said that, I wish I was on the panel at that time so I could say what I just said. I seen how, you know, shit. I'm like, damn. And I was at that time I was working in Katy, right? So you know, Katy is kind of upscale. You know what I'm saying? And all those,
that's my neighbors.
Yeah,
Katy way upscale.
Yeah, look, all those. Man, these boys was like fresh out of high school, and I would hear them talking. Man, I want to keep, you know, saying how they was, man, their credit shit was something big to them. When I was 24 years old, I wasn't studying no damn credit.
Wasn't even worried about it.
That shit wasn't big to me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't care about it.
I didn't care either.
I always felt like shit, if I had the money, if I don't have the money for it, that's the wrong thing, bro.
That right, shit. I got the cash, fuck that credit.
Yeah, but I mean, in the long run, I mean, I get that, and I still, in my head, I'm kind of like that. But if you, like Free Game was saying, if you want to, I'm gonna tell you how a dude told me a long time ago. Your credit score is just saying somebody knows your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then.
You know, that's all your credit. You know, that's like me saying, if you came down here, Derry, oh, Derry good, I fuck with him, and niggas start fucking with you because you know what I'm saying? That's just what credit is. Saying somebody know your goddamn ass and you reliable. Put it like that.
Yeah, off the strength.
I'm gonna vouch for you. They gonna vouch for you.
Exactly.
Okay, then so I guess what we doing in the chat now, we on the hot dive board and we just finna jump straight into the rabbit hole.
But yeah, that's what the dude told me. One of my partners told me that he's like, man, credit is just somebody saying they know your motherfucking ass and you good. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it is. Like it's somebody perfectly.
It's a gauge for the system we live in, man. That's it. Yeah, because your credit don't. It in a whole, it really don't mean nothing about you as a person. It just like it's just there to say, oh, he going through shit too. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't define you.
Right.
And people, and the problem is people live by that. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I ain't lie. I mean, first time I seen my credit score at 700, and you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I turned the page. I thought I was on a whole nother plateau. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But hey, when mine got down there 650, motherfucker couldn't tell me shit. I was like, jeez.
But you saying that it don't, but it really do, because it can open up the door so many different opportunities that you may not have if you don't have that credit score.
For worldly things, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But that's what it's for. It's for worldly things.
Right.
I mean, that's what it's for.
What I was trying to do was kind of separate how the world think, like, oh, you bougie because you got good credit or whatever, you hired.
Right. When
in actuality, it don't mean nothing about the person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's don't look at it as like, oh, I have bad credit, so I'm more down than this person. It doesn't. You might be better. No. You might be a better. But a lot of people do this though. A lot of people do this.
Unc said another fear factor for the sleep at free game.
For sure. Okay, then. For sure. That's exactly what it is. But it don't define you, because I done seen people with high credit and they just vile and nasty people. You don't even want to deal with them people. But this person just don't understand about their credit is a really person I done met this year. You know what I'm saying? So people need to stop equating that with their value and their worth. You know what I'm saying? That credit number. Man, black number out, man. High number in the system, a debt system, gonna define me as a person.
Yeah, right. Talk
as a person. As a person.
Well, yeah, I get that.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that as a person. But open up the opportunities that you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but
that does define you in that area. But no, definitely not as a person. I'm going. Myron up here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving Myron up here.
What? Not mystery school.
I'm leaving the mystery school up here.
Hey, Mr. Man, if you don't come off that damn meat and say something,
hey,
huh?
I'm here. I'm finna.
Okay, now right.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't want to cut nobody off.
I get you.
You already did.
So don't worry about it. That's what I do. Anyway, that credit stuff is real. That credit stuff, I'm glad y'all talk about that, because within the game, it's a game. And within the credit of them being able to say, okay, we know he's going to pay consistently, it's also an interest thing that they're going to make more money off you buying it straight up or anything else. So it's a business between a business. So yeah, that credit thing it's a good thing. Meaning like Trill was like, yo, my word is my bond. You know what I mean? He cool with me. Everybody else gonna fuck with you. But on the other hand, it's like he cool with me. Now he's good people, but he's also a goddamn fool. You see what I'm saying? Because he gonna sit back and take a $20,000 loan and pay $35,000 back on the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to that, man. People need to know that. Good shit.
And for your credit though, man, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't giving back to, can anybody say Rothschilds?
Oh yeah, we know about them. Uncle.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I had to go back and research. I'm like, hold on, these cats can set this system up to monopolize. Oh man, this man. No, they had man. All the while, the overlay for the underlay.
Okay, then underlay.
Straight up. Yeah. See, I was, my eyes was open, but now I'm woke. Fed helping me connect them dots and stuff.
I'm gonna ask you this, Free Game. Have you ever heard of the Baron robbers?
Baron robbers?
Man, look that shit up. Look into this shit. It's called Baron robbers.
How you talking about
Baron?
Baron robbers. I'm finna look.
Were they members of
well, it shows how it shows like, you know, just like the Rothschilds, they had a lot to do with the setup we live in. How they really set themselves up to win. You get what I'm saying?
Man, let me tell you, this is the Rothschilds, man. They was like, you look at that family setup, man. What they was doing was they was having each other marry. They was marrying their ancestors so the money would stay in house. That was weird. When that broke down that family tree, I'm like, man, hold on. This brother was marrying that from that family, but they all in the same bloodline, but they just marrying the same female like their family. I say, wow. I say, wow, man. These cats here, man, monopolize the game, and we still caught up in that web.
I know, a nasty ass web.
Yeah, it's a perverted web.
Fucking Charlotte.
Trey, I'm gonna give you one word with what you just said. I'm gonna give you one word. What's that? German.
Yeah. I always tell her
German.
German. You know, a lot of what?
It's a compound word. The German.
Look, Uncle say Rothschild bank is put in place by real secret Jews, aka royal blue bloods. The queen is
blue bloods. I'm telling you, man. Them boys. Listen, man. Them boys is printing money. It's a Federal Reserve Bank note. It's a promissory note. This shit ain't even real. Like, you can't even pay debt with a promissory note. You can only, as the law stated, you can only pay debt with gold and silver.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why they changed it, because your money, that paper was backed at one time. They unbacked the paper, so now it's worth nothing. And they didn't put it in a lot of movies, even the Transformers movies. They told you this is the cartoon. When I was a little kid, we subconsciously got it, but we didn't consciously get it. Yeah, and dude went in there to went to go pay for something with some actual dollar bills. And they said, "Oh no, American money is worth nothing." And then it ran the Transformers all about their business. And they code things in us to program us subconsciously. But yes, money don't mean nothing if it ain't backed by anything. It doesn't. It doesn't hold nothing.
This is a disclaimer, and this is all allegedly. But that's why they killed Gaddafi.
Allegedly.
No, it won't allegedly. It won't allegedly, because we could point one thing out. We could say, okay, cool. He wanted to go to the gold standard. That was one thing, but that was not really the whole thing, because he actually was economically empowering Africans. He helped build the biggest highway in Africa. He also had got the unity, bringing everybody together, saying, yo, the Americans, the Europeans, they are all getting together, and they're capitalizing off your wealth, your natural resources, and you're not having nothing, you're not gaining nothing from it. And he was actually opening up a highway for generational wealth for Africa instead of sitting back, and they didn't like that. So he died for a lot of things. There's also underground stuff, things, underground tunnels and stuff with statues and a lot of scriptures. I mean, Trey can break it down better, but he always do everything better. But goddamn, stuff like that Gaddafi was holding on to, and they wanted access to the underground too. it's a whole lot that dealt with Gaddafi, but one reason he wanted to go to the gold standard. So you're absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying. Like Gaddafi, what he was doing. Think about it. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Think about what Gaddafi was doing was going to decimate the American dollar.
Oh man, it wouldn't have been no more American dollar.
Was going
that shit would have
go
ruined
up there and bust up that situation, man. I seen the play.
Everything we would have had over here in our banks and our paper money, that shit would have been gone in the instant. Then you would have had 100,000 in the bank tomorrow. You broke. The American dollar don't mean nothing.
Decimated the American dollar. They couldn't let that go down. Oh, we gotta get over there. Where's the mass destruction? They need our help over there, man. I mean, they got to go step in. And that's how I look at it. You know, I see the government, like when we go overseas and we be doing different stuff over there, I see it for a whole different reason than what they're saying.
Yeah, they after that money bag and that control. They trying to cut
control.
They want that dollar to stay relevant, but every day it's depleting. All you gotta do is watch the stock market, man. That's it.
But see, that's the thing. We got to be careful of giving people more power than what they have. They don't care about the dollar. The money doesn't never mean nothing. It's the land grab, and what they're doing is they're just an offset. The resources and the land, the actual fact that they can actually make people buy water. Because really, even Jada said it. Jada said, man, groceries is worth more than dope. So when times get hard, the food, the eat kitchen's gonna be the popping thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being able, yeah.
Hey.
And it's a fact because you're gonna know how to cut that deer, slice that deer, gourmet that deer. You're gonna know how to do things that most typical gangsters out here, they'll shoot you, close their eyes, but they'll sit back and say, ew, I ain't cutting that deer open. So it's a science behind it, education and knowledge. And I ain't talking about the school education. I'm talking about just simple knowledge, understanding of the universe, the earth, and how things work.
It's a skill set. It's a skill set, man. We talking about the skill set of the person, okay?
Thank you. And
it's nothing to do about education.
It doesn't have nothing to do about that. And yeah, so shout out to y'all. I love talking about stuff like this.
How many people right now feel if this world flipped upside down and there was turmoil, feel they can survive right now? I mean, how many people in this panel we talking to right now feel that they would be okay with surviving?
Well, in what aspect? Like,
I'm a survivor.
Just living and doing for themselves and having an actual pool from the land to live.
Like, I'm a survivor, definitely.
I can survive. I know how to hunt. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know poison from, I know what fruits I can eat, vegetables I can eat. Yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. And they would call you the country man.
Yeah, I'm down here. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But they would call you the country man.
CYT, what's up?
You supposed to be not on that higher upper echelon level, but the normal country man. That's know how to survive.
That's what we do.
Country man or country woman.
Yeah, you forgot his skill to free change fast.
I mean,
and you ain't got to be in the country to be country, okay?
But just to back you up, free game. But I mean, that's what we do. I mean, it's a lot of, you more city than I am being in H-Town, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we do. I mean, we ride horses.
Hold on.
You know how to...
My grandma used to send me to Jasper, Texas during the summertime when we was kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I grew up. James Bird with James Bird got drugged on. Got drugged into the dragon spoke still down here. I done walked on that road several times. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever city, whatever you want to, but I cut a pig up from snap to and survive. You know what I'm saying? I can get you something up. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't trying to say nothing about being. I was just saying. But
I'm just trying to let you know. I feel you down there. You know what I'm saying? The country. I know about the country. You know what I'm saying?
do. We know how to ride horses. We know how to, that's what we do. Shit,
Right.
the first time I ever seen somebody ride a horse through the city was in H-Town.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
That's a norm.
That's called a prayer ride. Shit.
No, that's Sunday. That's Sunday.
That's Sunday. That's Sunday on Cullen.
That's Sunday going down MLK. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a normal thing, but the first time I seen it, when I'm seeing high rise, tall buildings, I'm like, this nigga riding a horse down.
And getting
it. Racing cars. Shit.
Yeah. I've seen boys do that down Belford, down the median, race cars and the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of different down here.
Hey,
but I like the mixture though, Dro. I like the mixture of we the big city, but we country
as hell.
Too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you still got the Southern hospitality.
Right.
Love it. That's why I
still
love
got the Southern hospitality, bro. Yeah, I mean, we move, but we move how we move. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If y'all drove, I don't know, you seen my video, seen how much love I showed to H-Town. That was my first professional video. I love H-Town.
Right on. Okay.
Love H-Town, man. Like, real. Like, the first time I went, I was like, man, seeing all... Another disclaimer, I don't want to disrespect nobody, but seeing all them thighs and all, like, God.
Hey, he healed, man. What is that still on you?
I'm about to drop down.
Oh, see you go. Here you go. Hey, man, we got easy up here. Hey.
He grown as fuck though, okay?
I know. I'm just messing with you. No, my disclaimer, nigga. You know what I mean?
For real though, real life, man. Hashtag real life. I love H-Town, man. Like real, cause it's for me. The first couple times I went there, I was loving it. But then when I actually went there and I was there, and I'm like, man, it's like home away from home. I'm in the country, but I'm still it. We got tall buildings. That's all the difference.
Right. So what I'm seeing H-Town these days is this. I'm looking at the world and I'm seeing, and this is just the way I feel. I might be wrong, but I feel like this is one of the only cities living off the core values of respecting one another.
Yeah.
You ever hear about H-Town? It's they speak on respect. It wasn't until I met Fed made me seem like, okay, there is some other people out here like me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I gravitated to him, because he stand on, some values and some morals that I really
absolutely
live by. You know what I'm saying? But we still live by. We still down here led by.
Triple salute. I'm gonna give him 6 salutes, Uncle Fed, for that. Yeah.
But we still down here for sure. Always. We still down here, man. We for the most part, I can see that the message is respect the next person. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So I'm really proud of it because of that. But it go down whatever. And you got people over there that feel the same way and stuff like that. I see H-Town leading with that fact. I mean, that's just in my eyes, though. I don't look at everything and everything. But
I can tell you this right out the host. I'm from Alabama, and I done been damn near every state west of the Mississippi River. And H-Town, like, I love Dallas, I love Austin, I love San Antonio, but H-Town, bro, I'm tell you, it's nothing like that. It ain't nothing like it.
It's cool. It got its ups and downs. See, I was born in California, though. You know what I'm saying? I just been this.
But check this out. Check this out, though. It's the energy. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to look at the energy. You got to look at what the people bring, the energy the people bring. like the Chocolate City, New Orleans, H-Town.
Right.
It's an independent city. So when you around a bunch of people, melanated people with hope, you're going to get that energy. You're going to get that vibe. Can't get away from that. You know what I mean? Same way with like the situation where they cut the power off in Atlanta one time. And they was not the power, but the gas prices went up. People couldn't keep their homes. But the energy of people was so powerful that the weather never changed. The weather just stayed warm for them so they wouldn't freeze. To the point that they had to sit back and say, let's give these people their power back. And then, you know what I mean? Because this shit ain't working. Because they utilize the energy. Because one thing about it, Houston is such a prominent city of hope and separation because it's actually totally different than Dallas, anywhere in Houston, or, as a matter of fact, this country. Mm-hmm. And you got opportunities for felons, anybody else. You get second chances. You're able to protect yourself. You get the Southern Health Police. You get the best of everything when you're dealing with Houston. That's why we got to be careful because once you build something, you put the energy there, they're going to try to regentrificate it. Even with Sunnyside in Houston, they changed that all. They didn't change. They tried to flip that with regentrification. Yeah. Houston is being regentrificated. New Orleans, they already hit them. With the Shazam, when they blew the leverage, because they understand what they're doing. They reject Trump. Even in Virginia, where I'm at, Trump bought the whole coastline to get it set up. He bought it 15, 20 years ago. So he'll put casinos there. He's doing it because the first thing they're doing now, they're legalizing gambling. They legalize gambling in Virginia.
Oh yeah, down that coast.
And then
down that coast up into it. Yeah.
And he's coming in Virginia because people don't understand the coast of being by the coast. Ain't no escape. That's why the wall is not to keep somebody out of here, it's to keep you from leaving. And then they want to, even with Chicago and Detroit, very powerful because we got to look at the ley lines. People, when you're dealing with energy of the earth, these ley lines carry a certain energy. And it's very good for the spirit of the people, and that's what they want. They want them Great Lakes. That's why they regentrificating got them Detroit and Chicago and anywhere around that them lakes to keep the people out, to keep the people away from that fresh water. So we just got to be careful. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off.
I got a question for you though. I have a question.
Huh?
I got a question for you. Wasn't the down that coastline where, he bought up the coastline, they're going to do casinos and stuff through there. Wasn't that before that happened, like, that area was, like, dead for business? It was declining?
Has
it always been popular?
Absolutely, because it was high in crime, black-owned. Instead of them investing in the black community, building, they kept the projects. So they able to look and say it's crime, it's projects, it's a dead area, basically. Like you said, that's exactly what they did. Instead of sitting back and say, you know what, we're gonna do like in Newark, New Jersey, they had the Prince Street projects and stuff like that. This is what they did in Newark, but it won't cost to no high dollar property like the coast. They took the projects down and they built based on income or affordable homes and housings and apartments for people to live in and change the area. But over here, he brought it out and it was a high crime area. You're absolutely right. They took advantage of the people who really was owning that, and they gonna push them out. Right.
Hey, I got something. Let me say this real quick. Say, hey, with my Edie, all you niggas step south. No play. Eyes everywhere. All right, y'all.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about.
He talking about me. He talking about y'all step left. No,
I ain't looked at the chat. What happened? I had stepped away for a second.
He just said with his EE, y'all step lightly. He got eyes everywhere watching you. So you dig it.
Okay. All right.
That wasn't supposed to stop the conversation though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate Mr. Spool, man.
The game fell off.
Yeah, like,
I don't know. you know,
I appreciate
probably back.
honestly, I appreciate all y'all because before I was able even to be in the position I am now, I used to just come on the live and just listen. And I ain't really typing the chat or nothing. So I just really appreciate all y'all, man. I love all y'all, man. Anybody that gonna stand on their square and stand up on it 6:30 or 12 o'clock straight up and down, shit, I got love for you.
Right on.
Real.
That's real talk. Real talk.
I like people that stand on their principles and they don't change from day to day.
That right?
Those type of people. What you believe in is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. And if you when you can switch your principles up according to how you feel and shit like that, you don't believe shit. I mean, that's just my opinion on it.
Hey, well, I second that because there ain't no way you gonna keep switching, swapping, and flopping. Hold on, let me get my Unc Fed, boys. Hold on, you can't swapping and flopping, flip flopping, and you a flip flopper. I can't even rock with you.
Flip flopper. Just flopper. But yeah, you know that I believe that's a part of you that should be solidified.
Always, every day.
You shouldn't believe something just because the people you fucking with believe it. You should believe it because that's within your heart and what you and how you build.
That's right. I mean, cause we can have like you know how we rock over here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't subscribed to religion or nothing like that, but. You know, you can be religious, but that don't mean I'm not gonna fuck with you if you a solid person and you ain't never, you know. So like, I think that's what people get confused about when they come over here. They just think, oh, what? Hold on, my Unc Fed boy. They be like, oh God.
But you can believe it. There's a lot of Christians that hang out with us and they never get offended.
Yeah, but that's
I'm making a point, David. Check this out.
Yeah, okay.
Those are the ones that want to force you to believe what they believe that gets offended.
Yeah,
and that's how I see that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see that. It's only the ones that want to force you into believing what they believe that get offended by what we talk about. The ones that understand that, hey, everybody got their own choices, they be in the chat rocking with us and never get offended, none of that.
And that's the beautiful thing about this community. I love it so much. I'm telling you. I love it because I know I be watching the chat sometimes. Sometimes I just come in and don't even say nothing. Mm-hmm. And I just be reading. I'm like, man, that's love. Like, just to have, like, different everything. And, you know, the trolls get picked out. Motherfucker chop the whole bush down. Like, I see you, troll.
But that I mean, if let me say this.
All right.
Like, I don't never knock nobody for what they choose to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
If your mind is open enough to see from my perspective, that ain't me trying to change your beliefs. That just me is giving you my perspective. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And ain't none we ever talked about over here. Ain't none has ever showed us over here has knocked anybody down. It was just to show you another perspective.
That's correct.
You got a closed mind. You can't see the other perspective because you're too busy trying to force your perspective. You see what I'm saying? So that's
oh yeah, you get there with you. Ain't too much you can see when you in the box, but the inside is.
You stuck. You trying to paint this whole thing, whatever color you want it to be.
Yeah, and that
ain't not like that.
Yeah,
why would you force what you believe on anyone when? Me personally, I don't force what I believe on nobody. To say what I say, take it or leave it. Hey, just put it out there. I feel like I've done my part.
And that doesn't take away from you as a person. But that's what some people don't get. They think that if you can't follow whatever it is, they thought process is that it takes away from an individual. Like, I still got my integrity, motherfucker. I still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still standing on what I know, what I follow, what I want to do. Like, I don't know, man. Folks crazy these days, man. Folks crazy.
I see it as closed-mindedness. That's how I see it. You only close-minded to things that you know and what you believe in, and you won't open your mind to even see another perspective.
And that's what I see. That's what I see from over here. When I'm chilling over here, you know, it's a freedom to be what you want to be, think what you want to think. But here's laid out how this
how it is,
and everybody has their own option. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like, nothing's forced. I ain't heard nothing forced upon nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just heard a lot of respect and opinions, and you know, so I think that we just a group of like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? That just kind of meeting in one spot.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's okay to be whoever. It's okay to whoever. It's okay to be whoever you want to be. You know, that it don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, basically, that's how it's always been. But that you got the crux of it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
I'm gonna say a couple of things. I'm gonna hop on down because I gotta work in the morning. But I just want to, thank for letting everybody kind of just beat them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the thing with being over here. It's just like everybody can be themselves. He encourages everybody to be themselves. You don't have to put on no air. You don't have to put on no front. You don't have to do none of that. You can acknowledge when you're wrong. You can make mistakes. It's okay. That's just being real. Nobody's perfect. Ain't nobody walking on water. Ain't nobody parting the Red Sea over here. Everybody is their own individual, and everybody is allowed to make the mistakes and acknowledge, be accountable. So I'm gonna drop down, but I just wanted to let him know that I love him. I love his family. I thank y'all, and I'm hop down.
All right, Eden.
All right, that look good.
I'm finna pop up like in a minute. I'm glad that.
Yeah, but this is what I want to say about Unc understand certain shit to the point that those who suffer most reaps the greatest rewards. Sometimes you got to go through some shit to get to some shit. That's been my attitude about life. I never follow what mama told me. None of that. They told me I'm different and I want you better than me. So they should respect it. When I sat back and said I'm gonna look for new information, I'm gonna look at things different. And Hawk bought that. You know what I mean? He bought that different thinking. There was one time I said, yo, people just don't understand you, Hawk. I was gonna lie. People don't understand you. They don't get you. And I'm gonna stand by that, even though it seemed like I was bashing him. But I was saying that for the purpose that he was different. You know what I mean? I'm acting like he ain't here, but he is different. And when you different, people just deal with what's normal or what they used to, and they never trying to get out of a different way of thinking. And he always said that. He said, don't believe me. Do your own research. You feel like I'm feeding you a bunch of bullshit? Check behind me. And for him to say that, for the intelligence level that he has, for him to say that, that's some gratitude. That's some grateful shit. Like,
it is.
You supposed to be Uncle Fed. You be breaking everything down. You doing this, and I'm not saying he was right about everything, but you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell him he was wrong because he believed and he stood on what he stood on. But he never came to us and said, you know what? Somebody told me this, and I just ran with it. That's a lesson. That's a lesson of a lifetime right there for everybody. You'll get out there, get your own information, and find yourself and become your own individual. And that's what he really showed me. Cause I thought I had it figured out, man. I'd be like, man, this nigga crazy. Cause he'll shut me down quick, and I'd be like, man, hold on. But he allowed me to humble myself and say, bro, you don't got it. You're wrong there. You know what I mean? Or people not getting what you're saying, and they might not be ready for it. So you know what I mean. So shout out to motherfucking Unc, man. Cause I can't name too many people who was able to bring the level of encouragement, knowledge, information, even debunking people when they wrong, or just showing people, yo, this is what you're supposed to be standing on. This is what you say you is. This is what you're not acting like. And I ain't never seen ain't no YouTuber. I ain't saying he in the whole YouTube world. Ain't no YouTuber in this community I seen do it. And I ain't even really, I've actually never. I done seen talented people, but I actually never seen nobody do it to the level he did, because I was the same person. I said, man, god damn, this dude here. And come to find out when I analyzed them, and then being able to have the opportunity to sit back and really listen to them, it was a blessing. So shout out to motherfucking Unc Fed, you know what I mean?
I know he gave me a perspective that I ain't never had about, especially the religion. I was stuck on the part. I met I was really stuck. All right, Newton. I was stuck on this certain part. Boy, he helped me unravel that. I ain't gonna lie. He helped me unravel it. When I unraveled it, I was able to let that go. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the type of people I like around me, to help me develop as my character to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? I say challenge my perspectives. I love it. Shit, because the only thing that's gonna come out of a challenge, my opinion, is better opinion. That's how I look at it.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? I don't like yes shit all the time. No, hell no, shit. Fuck all that.
Well, see.
When I've been on the panel with Fed, going back and forth with him, there's been times that he said, nah, bro, what you talking about? Look, listen, you never disrespected me when I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or if he felt he was wrong, he just gave me his. No, look at it this way. You know, a basic level, human. You know, being human with the situation, and rock with it. There was never no disrespect when I was ever corrected about something like that, and I had to look at it in his way. Sometimes I still think Fed is an exit sign on that door, but anyway, he know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about. But it was always a mutual respect, and you just don't get that at a lot of places, man. You don't get that no more. You know what I'm saying? Just a common respect for the next person, the next man, and be able to come and talk about it, and you know, feel cool with it. You ain't get you that, but if you want some disrespectful stuff, which is a key thing, respect thing, and y'all always stood on that. I stand on that. Just a line. Just like, man, you don't get this kind of type talk or dialogue or information nowhere. I said that since I came on. I said, man, you don't get this much information. And the cat funny. You know what I'm saying? She got be rolling on some real stuff. You don't get that nowhere. Nowhere. Nigga, name a platform.
No, it ain't too many. It ain't too many that's gonna let you fully express yourself when you don't, you know, when whatever you talking about don't line up with his. He willing to open up and listen, man. That's the thing. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing, bro. That's important.
And I'm just like you. With the religion thing, hey, I had so many questions my whole life. But to see it kind of put in a different perspective and backed up with facts and actual, you know, some people that's like been asking, thinking the same questions as me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And been able to say, you know, just feel whatever I feel now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I get it.
And that's been real cool to me. Yeah. I'm gonna pop down for a minute. I'll be back, man. Just let me go touch the little one.
Hey, yo.
You look again.
All right, bro.
Hey, bro, what's happening, my nigga?
Hey, Trill.
You.
Hey, Trill.
What's up?
I told Fed one time. I think everybody heard this, right? But he just allowed me, right? I'm still gonna stand on what I stand on. And yo, he was hot. Man, I'm telling you, this dude was hot with my approach. And we all love our moms, you know what I mean? Even though they might be into what they into for us, spirituality or whatever they believe, right? And I said, man, shit, if I be around a Christian, I'm gonna be a Christian. I'm just gonna adapt to whatever I gotta adapt to just to survive. You see what I'm saying? And Unc Fed went on because he's so solid. He more like, nigga, fuck everybody, nigga. This is how I believe they will accept me no matter what. And I'm like, damn, Fed, it pinched me. I'm like, damn, Fed, it's my mama, nigga. I gotta go around here and goddamn beat that chicken at the church and do that. So I respect it. He stand for what he stand on and believe what he believe, man. I respect him for that, man. And it kind of bothered me, but I understood because one thing about being him and a lot of other people, when we want information, we dig deeper than what the parent is. And I had to understand. I said, yo, he like, nigga, this is just me. This is me. And I'm more like, damn. Cause my mom, you know me, they talking about devil worship and all that because I'm not rocking with what they rocking with. But I like, damn, Fed, nigga, shit, I can't be for mom. I gotta be a Christian this Sunday. Get back. But it was a lesson. It was a lesson within that. I'm always gonna stand firm with I believe. He never challenged that. He just said like, yo, be you. You know what I mean? And be different and if you say you this, just be that. Don't waver. And I want him to know. But a lot of times he did that, and it's set in my spirit. Like, oh man, this dude be on it. Because you got to conduct yourself in a certain way when you're dealing with a solid person, man. Shout out that nigga.
Man, fuck bro. What's happening, man?
Fuck that nigga, man.
Oh shit, here you go.
What up, man?
Right. Walk in the door saying fuck that nigga. What up, my niggas? How y'all feeling, man?
We good.
What's going on?
Good news. What's up with you, bro?
Ain't shit. What's happening, Myron?
Cool.
What the fuck you going on mute for, nigga? Take that shit.
I don't know why he does. He does that all the time when he up here.
Fuck that.
Nah, because it's like it ain't like usually I'll try to over talk a nigga and all that shit. But I want to hear what everybody else got to say. Talk y'all shit. We talk about everything. What we talking about? Goddamn economics and
man,
investment. We jumping all over the place. E's come and messed the whole live up.
Man,
what game? Hey, yo, Trill, Eats made me want to go get a pack, nigga.
Hey, that Rich Myron? Man, that Rich.
Bro, yo, these niggas don't know. You gotta do it one way real fast. You gotta come back the opposite way. Bam, bam, bam. You come back the other way. Come back the other way. I said, God damn.
Hi, Angie. How y'all doing, man?
Shit.
I ain't starting no shit. E. Still fuck that nigga to the dog. He already know. It's my nigga though. He already know, man. It's fucked up. It's kind of even hard to be up here to do shit.
I'd rather be that than new shit. That's how I look.
I'm gonna ride it out. Ride it out with your old ass, man.
Nah, but you know the crazy thing that I've been dwelling about, I ain't never tell nobody, I ain't been saying nothing to nobody. I was like, yo, it's a vacuum now. It's a vacuum in my spirit. I'm not talking about him or nothing like that. But it's like when you actually run into something and wait on something and see something and learn something from something, and it be like get snatched from you. It's like it's a vacuum now in the community. This community is basically dead to me because I see what's going on. It's like, yo, that's why I ain't been participating in none shit.
I've been seeing it, Mom. I've been wondering.
Dead. Bro, it's dead to me, bro. Because he gave, like I say, Unc be like, yo, and I'd be like, yo, shit, Unc, let's get it. It's just more fun. But now I'm just seeing that once you run out of people to fuck with, you know what I mean? And shout out to it's a shout out to the enemies. They did a little thing. They put me and so many people, a couple other people in it, and I laughed at it. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? Because I can laugh at it because I perpetuated a lot of shit. It wasn't bad that they did. They doing them, and I respect that. You know, I don't mind being clowned and joked. I just hate being lied on. You see what I'm saying? Just ain't being lied or.
I could dig that, but they only doing that out of despite because truth didn't fall on their side, and that's what I.
Yeah, and Unc stood by that. Yeah, Unc stood by that.
I don't mind being joked either. But when I know your intentions are malicious because you feel in some type of way because truth slapped your ass in your face, that's the problem I have with the shit. But I don't mind being choked. Just like little dude. If little dude would have told me he made that video on behalf of the other girl, I wouldn't even have no problem with it. I could have laughed with him. It was the malicious intent that he was hiding that I had the problem with, and I knew he was hiding. You get what I'm saying? It's like with the white girl. If Backchat Fred would have put that video up, I could have laughed at it because I knew it came from a good-hearted spot. But when you understand certain shit ain't coming from a good-hearted spot, I don't take that shit kindly. You could be straight up with me, but when you hide your malicious intent, that's the problem I have with a lot of that shit. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, these motherfuckers around here, they try to hide their malicious intent about the things that they do when they know it's malicious, and they'll just call it some other shit like entertainment. I can fucking, just like I could congratulate myself, I can laugh at myself. But that malicious intent shit, nah, fuck all that. Nah, I ain't, nah. So I get what you're saying, Myron, but motherfucker, hey, because whatever I do, whatever I did over here, I didn't let my intentions be known. If I was talking up for somebody, I don't give a fuck who I was talking against for. I let my intentions be known. Everybody ain't me, and most niggas on here is pussy to me, so that's how I see it, my nigga. Straight up. I can laugh at myself just like I can congratulate myself. But don't hide your malicious intent when you know you being malicious. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
That's the bullshit I have a problem with. If little dude would have been straight about, yeah, nigga, I'm talking, I did this because of this, I could have accepted that and rolled with it and never said a word about it. That coward shit is the problem I have with it. I have with a lot of this shit. That coward shit. Because you hide your malicious intentions because you don't want the people to know you was being malicious. Because y'all worry about images and shit. I don't do that shit because I be who I am when I come over here. When I click this motherfucker off, or when I click it on, I'm the same motherfucking way. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, that malicious intent shit, especially when I can understand the shit. When I can understand the shit and I know what you're doing, and I know you being intellectually dishonest when you passing it on to the people that, it was just for entertainment. So you being intellectually dishonest by disguising that shit as entertainment when your intentions was really malicious. And that's how I see that.
That's real shit. I respect that. I respect that.
Oh, and a lot of times the motherfuckers on here joking now, it's because we didn't hit them with truth in the face, Myra. You included. These motherfuckers don't like truth. What they like to do is do whole shit and don't expect nobody to say nothing about the whole shit that they do. And then when you say something about the whole shit that they do, now they got their motherfucking panties in a bunch because they want to try to keep their image clean. So I was saying this shit earlier when I was looking by myself. If you worry about your image on this motherfucker, don't do no whole shit. Don't do no snake shit, and your image always stay clean. But in those moments that you do whole shit and snake shit, you really reveal who the fuck you are. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's how I look at it, bro. That's just how I look at it. Don't play with me when you have malicious intent. I'm going to take it way better if you let it be known, and I'm going to be able to laugh at your ass then. It's all that sneaky, underhanded bullshit that motherfuckers do on here, like the mute up and all this other shit that has been done.
Spit out.
That's the problem I have with that type of shit. Because you want to act like you ain't no snake, but you done some snake shit. So you got snake ass ways, but you gotta really hide your snake ass ways, or nobody ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? That because if everybody know that you got your snake ass ways, you ain't gonna be able to have access to people like you want to get what you want out of them. You get where I'm going with this?
Right.
Because that's basically what it is.
Yep.
But I'm always stand on truth. I'm always, if I have something to say, it's always coming from a truthful spot. Shit. And if you did some whole shit or some snake shit and it hit you in the face, oh motherfucker, well, you should have done it. If you don't like the way it come back, don't give it out. That's I mean, I'm a practical person. I look at it in different terms than probably other people. And once I understand something, that's the way I'm understanding. Ain't nothing nobody can do to change that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of these people just pussy and coward, bro. And that's how I see it. That's how I always see it. And they do whole shit and then try to hide it as some other shit. Bam, what's up?
I said,
Lil Bim Bim. Okay, Lil Bim Bim.
Her name is Bam.
Her name is Lil Bim Bim.
What's up, Trill? Hey, Myron. Hey, Neutral.
Hey, what's up, Bammy? What you
Who else is there? I thought it was somebody else. Oh, hey, Terry.
There he is.
So, yeah. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, chat. Hey, Unc Fed.
We just up here cooling, talking, throwing about a bunch of shit around.
Yeah, y'all got it going on. I'm just listening. Yeah, I'm just listening.
Yeah, you hadn't said nothing. That's why.
Cause I ain't ready yet. Like, cause I'm just not ready yet. Like,
all right, man, take your time. We at least got motherfucking 7, 8 more hours on this motherfucker. So.
Right. Nah, but where E went at? I want that strawberry shit she made. Let me get that.
E ain't say nothing about Fed. Said fuck kid, but she gonna jump on my shit.
Worry
Wait,
about that, nigga.
What?
What
You sound like you got an issue. You always got issues with somebody.
I'll kidnap her ass tomorrow.
You better leave E alone.
You don't do evil like that.
You better leave E alone.
Evil.
Hell no.
E's a YouTuber now. The fuck?
She started.
You ain't see shit. You ain't see us last night. We clicked up in that bit. We pulled up on EE last night. We pulled up on EE shit last night. EE's a whole YouTuber now.
Yeah, she said
I'm not gonna fight Nunu. I don't want to fight Nunu. I'm not gonna fight him because I will whoop his ass. But I'm not one to start no shit.
I'm gonna leave that between you and Nuke. Shit, y'all.
Look, that's them in the chat starting shit. I'm not one to start no shit. I don't want to fight.
That's Miss Irene. That's me. I said I came in the chat. I came up here like, man, fuck that nigga right through the door and shit. And she came in here like, don't be starting no shit, Neutral.
Yeah.
Goddamn niggas, fuck you through there. That's how we speak. Like, fuck you through there. You know what I mean? Fuck you through there. Well, she coming off of me.
None of
that strawberry shit, though. She ain't said none of that strawberry shit. She sat there and ate that shit like she normally did.
Before I even was able to be, being able to be, having the privilege to be cool with Fed like that, right? You told me how you felt about that nigga in a personal conversation, so I know you fucking with that nigga hard. Ain't no fraud about that. I can't say nothing bad. That's why I think when he came here with that shit, I said, oh man, that nigga weird. He's weird.
My stupid as shit.
Because I know this is a fact. No.
He slid that shit in there and shit. He slid that shit off.
No, that's me. I'm just gonna be real with it. I like, man. I knew.
Can somebody go get Tamika? I got cool. Because if Myron gets out of control, Tamika the only one that can calm him down.
No, Mika ain't gave me no
y'all
cheek
better leave E alone. Y'all see what she said.
Mika ain't gave me no cheek shit.
Alone.
Mika act like it got chopped off though. So I ain't think about Mika. Nah, shout out to Mika. Well, yeah, man. That's why I know we can't be here about it, man. Shit. It ain't nothing but love on this motherfucker for real.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
Hey, Miss D. I'm just.
Man, we up here cooling out, man. Shit, that's how we do it.
Hey, Miss D. Hey, Sad. And Brown. I'm just. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, man, where Namaste at? She was cutting up.
And you know what? I ain't seen her in a couple hours now, Lil Bim Bim.
She probably fell asleep.
Man,
After she burnt up the motherfucking food and shit. Trying to be a little eat and shit. She trying to be like eat and shit, burning up the food and shit, putting cottage cheese in the macaroni and cheese and shit.
I seen her say she was drinking at 12 o'clock in the noon.
She was drunk as shit earlier. She was causing all types of trouble in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was funny as shit though.
She was drinking food. She was drinking food.
I don't know what white lady you talking to. I don't know. That white lady better stay over there with them big ass headphones on.
You talking about? Hey, man,
the white.
Hey, man, what's your percentage? What's your percentage, man? We just don't know.
I am 5% white.
Hey, yo, I know. Yo, this is a fact. This is a fact.
No, everybody else could be a percentage or something. I'm 5% white.
Yo, but check this out. It's the funniest shit ever, yo. I know anybody who's a brother up here or a sister, you know how certain races sound, how they act, their attitude. Bam, that's why I never spoke on none of that shit. I never said it because your energy is something. You niggas, you's a nigga. That's why I cuss your motherfucking ass out. That's a fact though. Anybody up here can go disagree.
That's what I hear. I mean, that's what I hear, Mari, too. So
you can practice.
I can explain what Bam is.
But practice makes perfect.
You always got.
I can explain it.
You can't.
No, but think about it though.
Hey, listen.
People practice make perfect, man.
Check it out.
She's good.
Listen to me.
Proceed with caution.
Check it out. She's a Caucasianic.
This motherfucker.
The hell?
Listen, Caucasianic Chi nigga. I mean, she's Chinese, white, and black. Give her all that.
So why can't we have a different name? Why's it got to be that? There's got to be a different name for that.
It just sound good to me. I don't know.
I'm Arab. My motherfucking mama.
That's what an Arab is.
Okay, well then I just from Saudi Arabia and shit. Yep, that's me. My mama had me outside the 7-Eleven and she left me there.
24 hours.
Oh, shit.
Hey, look, yo, I ain't gonna say the name because this ain't the time for that. But Shorty did that. It reminds me of saying, I'm not
Wait, they got receipts on her. They got receipts on her being 5% black, though. Fuck out of here.
I'm like, yo, hey, but think about that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm 5% black, or I got black grand. I got
just
black
your
grandbaby.
Grandkids
But think about it, no.
Son is black. You're not, honey.
Yo, but listen.
But hey, you got proof though. You got proof. You peed on the pregnancy stick, and
that shit crazy. I'm like, yo, shut up. We don't care about none of that. It ain't no racial thing.
Right.
You got people in the KKK. You got people in the KKK that say, I'm not racist. I voted for Obama. I'm like, mother, Obama won't benefit you. Exactly. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Don't throw that in my face.
More than him being a black man.
No.
You voted your interests. That's how that is.
That's how it is.
I'm confused. That's my reason. I'm confused.
Okay, Ancestry.com.
Ain't worth the shit, right? Facts, real shit.
Oh shit.
They have a new race out and it's called Confused, and they put it on the paper so you can check that shit now. So that's what I checked.
Hey, you know what? That really never matters to me, man. And it still don't matter today.
And I don't know why it matters to other people. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, the same motherfuckers that are now talking about it are the same motherfuckers that was just Bam's innocent a month ago.
Well, I'm actually...
Where the fuck they at now?
Exactly. Where are the Bam innocent people?
I'm nowhere around
people
you.
Are running with the dudes that were the people that was trying to frame Bam. And you know what? I necessarily don't even have a problem with that. But y'all ain't even try to hold them people accountable for what they did.
At all.
That's the problem. I think that's the problem I have. I don't give a fuck about who nobody hang with. But you, at one while, you was innocent. Now you running with the makers and creators of the shit that Bam is innocent for. You know,
hey MC, hey Sissy Pooh.
Nothing said about it. Yeah, that show me you a bullshit motherfucker, and I don't need to fuck with you.
Yeah. Hey, Trill, shout out to Unc for that. Because Unc stood firmly with Bam like that. Because I got my
he knew I was telling the truth. He knew that I was telling the truth. I sent every receipt and everything. I sent every receipt and Unc had everything first. Period. I sent him everything from the slider shit with the emails all the way to that 1-1 shit. Unc got everything first. Am I lying, Trill?
Yep, you ain't lying. But you know what that showed me? Everybody, all the people that was saying,
right,
they was only doing it for their own selfish motivations. All the motherfuckers. You thought Lil Bim was innocent? You at least should be questioning the motherfuckers that you hanging out with. At least, like, man, what the fuck was that? You know what
That's why, right? Yo, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all all something about Uncle Fed that made that more clear to me. This is no bullshit. I analyzed everything. When Fed did that for Bam, but when me and Fed did a panel, I know a lot of y'all don't remember about the flat Earth, and I was like, man, I don't give a fuck if it's flat, round, or this and that. Fed checked me. No, Fed checked me. He said, hold on, nigga.
Hold on, we got Blessed up here. Let's Blessed.
I'm sorry. But he was like, hold on. He was like, hold on. He was like, hold on, brother. He was like, this is a big major thing. If you can expose that, you can expose them on a higher level. And so I was wondering why Fed was beating up on the 1-1, but he'd already made that clear to me about the other thing when he shut me down about the flat Earth thing, which I really didn't care. But he said, no, you need to care about this because if you can debunk this stuff as a lie, you can get the bigger picture exposed. And I was wondering, why Fed is so big, don't helping Bam and worrying about feisty and all that, the 1-1s, I don't give a fuck about it. But then they clicked. I said, oh shit, I see what he was doing. And I just fell in suit, man. Shout out to Unc, man. He's a mastermind, yo. Trust
me. The breaker downers.
Hey.
Let me see if I hear Blessed, man.
Unc out here giving them the Mr., Mrs. Meaners and shit.
Man, if you stand for right, you should be able to rock for right all the way through, regardless.
Why every time I get
I'm kidnapping your ass. Who don't listen? I'm kidnapping your ass.
What about Lil Bim go?
Oh, Lil Bim.
Bless your thing is this turning and turning. And that usually happens the first time anybody come.
No, don't run.
On this yard bird. I got you.
Lil Bim.
But yeah, if you rock with right, man, you should rock with. I mean, it's like this for me, right? If you rock with Bless, can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me or nothing.
No, I can't.
Okay, well, I'm setting up. You got the flow.
We can hear you.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Bless, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. Listen, I just wanted to get up here. I've never did this before.
Right on.
And I just want to say to Fed, I mean, I'm so emotional right now. I just wanted to say, I mean, thank you for your energy, dude. It's just been so real. You feel me?
Right on.
And,
oh, God.
Don't stop. You on the road.
Please don't cry. Please don't cry. Please don't cry.
I know. I'm trying not to. It's just so unreal. You know, we come from the same area. And it's just so hard. You know what I mean? Because you learn so much from him. You know what I mean? And everybody knows, like, you want to get into it. You know, a park in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. You know, everybody gravitates to, you know, the flat earth. It's just so hard. And I just felt like I couldn't leave without just telling him thank you for his energy.
Right on. Right on. Right on.
Can we say living legend?
Shut up.
Y'all got quiet. You got quiet.
Crickets and shit.
Shout out. But anyway, yeah, shout out really. I just really wanted to get up here. You know what I mean? I've never did it before. I just felt compelled to get up here and say that. You know what I mean? I'm really not that vocal. But again, you know, I just put it on my heart before I go to sleep.
You know, I'm like, yo, I can't leave without saying, you know, bye my nigga. You know what I mean? It's just God.
Like I said earlier, you touch people's lives, man.
Like real shit.
You touch lives, like real shit. Like,
listen, I remember one time, he was down in the basement and he kept saying, "Hey, yo, I'm down in the basement." You know, he kept telling his uncle or somebody, he said, "I'm in the basement." He was like, "Yo, they done locked me in the basement on the flat earth part." But it was so funny, and I used to be like, you know, just listening in. This was before, you know, they got like the chat, you know, and then finally Nika Jenkins thing came, and then a few weeks later, you know, they got the chat thing. But it was just so funny, you know. But he kicked the real shit, and a lot of people, you know, some people got it and some people didn't, you know. And for me, it was just really empowering. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I don't know most of you, but I mean, because y'all come in his chat, the act came from Carlton one. You know what I mean? And Bad and Carlton have been on, you know, panels together. You know what I mean? They would share panels. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, so that's how it came about, you know, the e-buzz and the brown chocolate. You know what I mean? Back in those days, you feel me?
Yeah, the early days right there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just really so heartbreaking. You know what I mean? Even my kids, like when they went to school, they like, yo, y'all want to get into it? And they're like, what's she talking about? You know what I mean? And they was like, where you get that from? It's like my mom be like on live and she listen to this guy and he'd be like, you want to get into it? Like, it's so funny. He is so funny. I love that dude. Like, and Miss DG, you know, salute to her, his kids, you know, everybody. You know what I mean? And Trill, you too, for like holding him down, like for real. But you know what I mean? These bum ass niggas was like, you know what I mean, trying to ride him like that. You know what I mean?
Right on.
You know,
I did what I was supposed to do.
Absolutely.
I did exactly what I was doing on the streets.
Real nigga shit all day. You know, so yeah. I didn't have me enough. I done smoked my last one. Drank my last one. Fucking over it. And you niggas, I told y'all at 10 o'clock, 10 toes down, put them bombs in the shower, and you guys didn't.
I did. I seen it. I remember it.
Yeah, so anyway, I love you. I love your energy. Your spirit is really good. M Ground is very enlightening. It's really a lot of good people in the chat. You know what I mean? So, damn, I'm just all over the place right now.
But you good. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I just wanted to get up here and say that before I go to sleep. I mean, my eyes are so puffy. I'm just tired. You know what I mean? Like I said, my cousin, I think Huggy put in the chat this morning about he watched this movie. I forgot what it was, but whatever it is, anyway, it made me think about my cousin, which my uncle is out in East Lake, which they probably know about East Lake. I come from out that way too. But anyway, my cousin is being, you know, his stuff is good. So he's out in Alabama and Atmore. But anyway, it just be like, dang, it's just so much. You know what I mean?
Right on.
But anyway, dang.
I know the feeling.
I just don't know what else to say. Like, really, I really just don't know what else to say. I just, I don't know. I'm I'm just lost.
No,
Because people go through this all the time. You know what I mean? And hell, half of my uncles, cousins, you know what I mean? I've been to jail, in and out, back and forth. My brother, whatever. But it's just so, like, you know what I mean, bittersweet. You know what I mean?
I get you.
And for the most part of it, for us, my family members always have been about, making a dollar, which, I mean, why should you have to go to prison for trying to make a dollar? You know what I mean? I don't understand that part. You know what I mean? Like, why you trying to kill a nigga? But it is what it is, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
it's just, I just really love his energy. I love his whole aura. You know what I mean? And like I said, a lot of people ain't gonna get it. That shit gonna fly over their heads. The shit he talks about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So yeah, shout out to the panel. You guys have been really good today. Like, everybody has been really good today. You know what I mean? And I just
hold
namaste.
Yeah, hold on though. Fed got to give you a name. She didn't get off this.
I think she dropped right when you went.
Damn, man. I wanted Fed to give her a name, man. You gave me Blam. Yeah, weird ass names. I didn't put a cut off.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you there.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh,
what's up, bro?
Oh no, because I was talking earlier and it was like, damn, they just ignoring my ass. But
if you get sometimes, like, if you get a call while you're up here, it'll mess it up. It'll mess up. You hearing us or us hearing you and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I still ain't got control of it yet, Joe. Remember how much trouble I had the last time? I'm like, man, how y'all do this shit, man? Y'all, I can't stay on this shit for nothing.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, when I first went down, my older sister, we real close. So my older sister used to always cry when she was leaving me. I made her stop coming till she got stronger because I needed strength.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It took about a year, but she got strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to make her stop coming because it killed me to see her crying and leaving me. You get what I'm saying? That shit killed me because I was helpless. So I made her stop coming till she got stronger.
I know it's that.
And the point to this is you got to be strong at these times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was my point in this. Like, I really ain't no real emotional motherfucking person, right? I never have been though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to control that shit. I don't, I think with my mind. But I have my times when to me, shit, this is like one of my partners that I fuck with every day. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've been fucking with him every day. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, me and my nigga, we be chopping it up, and we look up and hours have passed. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up.
Yeah, you ain't telling me nothing. I just be in the chat and be like, the fuck is 4 a.m.? Man, I got on this shit. That's what I love about this, man. I love our community. I love man. I'm so grateful, man. Like, gratitude, to learn to be grateful and to show gratitude is one of the most beautiful things in the world.
It's one of the most humble. It shows true humbleness to me.
Yeah.
When you be grateful for a person giving their time and energy to you, and really don't care if they get nothing for it. Because that's the sense I've always got for him.
Yeah, it wasn't about him getting something from it. It was about him helping, and that's what you call true. What's the word I'm looking I don't know, I can't call it right now, but whatever it is, that when you put out something and you don't seek anything in return, that's that real shit.
Well, I mean, I gotta, shit. Where I'm from, we call it doing shit for love. Yeah, where I'm from, we call it doing shit just for the love of it.
Off the strength.
Yeah, strength. Yeah, that's another thing. Doing shit just for the love of it. See, like, a lot of people do stuff to get something. I'm not necessarily like that neither. I get more for doing it out of the love than anything. Put it like that, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. Because if I'm gonna do it for you, I'm gonna do it for you. I ain't asking for nothing in return. If you hit me up, like if I'm at H-Town and I'll be like, hey Trill, I need such I'm finna come in there. You be like, all right, Derek, I got you. That's off the strength. And you ain't say, hey man, well, I
don't do that.
Feel and I need this and that.
No.
When you do something with a good heart and good intentions, man, it come back tenfold, man. Unc gonna be all right, man. Shit, Unc, he gonna come back and he gonna be like, damn, what this is, a party in the chat? Be like, oh, you a party in this bitch.
Real shit. And I get more for doing shit out of love for the people that I do love and fuck with than any reward.
Right.
You feel me?
Most definitely.
And that's the realest I can get right there.
Yeah.
Everything I did up to this point has been for the love of my nigga.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Sweet. What's up, Sweet?
I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah, right.
The only thing that has pushed me and motivated me to do the things that I've done. For anybody that was curious, that's what my motivation was.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, Trill, like, man, I don't even know how I found this channel, man, but I found it and I felt like I was home. The first live chat I was in after watching all the videos, I'm like, oh man, this home. These folk actually researching I ain't fucking with no robots over here. People reading and researching. Yeah, these my friends over here. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Yeah. I get you.
Man, fuck that nigga research.
You better do great.
Hey, what you say? Hey, what you say? Got great value research.
Great value, no, nigga. I said fuck that nigga research.
Great. God damn, man, you kind of aggressive today.
I got it. Motherfucker just said stay strong. Hey, that nigga right before he go in there. Fuck that.
You lifting the whole gym though.
You goddamn right. Goddamn right. Fuck that shit. Where the fuck is he at? Why he ain't up here?
He was charging his phone.
Nobody want to hear that shit, man.
Hell no, that's it. Go neutral. That was some
bullshit.
Bring your ass
up here.
He been charging his phone for the last 4 or 5 hours, yo.
Oh, he ain't been up here all day?
I was in the live when he said, yo, I'm about to go charge my phone. It's 4 or 5 hours.
That's bullshit.
Come on, man. That's when you know Trill love that nigga. He gonna ride and die with him, man. Even if it's untruth. I thought he was all about the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth, nigga.
Hey, that's a 4-hour truth, man. Ain't nobody phone take a 4-hour charge.
Maybe that's shit. I don't know exactly what's going on with this. Saying so.
Nah, I know what he's doing. He's doing this thing.
Nah, you enjoying the chat, man. Enjoy the energy, man.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
It's my nigga though. I don't even know what story I would tell of yours and shit. Like I got so many and shit. But I mean, my story probably would be his favorite story. Is when I first came in and shit. And I was fucking with him with them. Like, this is my first chat I knew what wrenches and all that shit was about. Like, I learned that shit over here. Like, I came in like, wow, y'all motherfuckers blue and I'm not and shit. Yeah, right. That motherfuckers was like, nah, nigga, you gotta earn that shit.
I'm like, earn it? Like, hey, what the fuck? Like, no, you got turn in a piss test. I'm like, a piss test? What the fuck is this test? What type of YouTube is this shit? Like, what the fuck? You're fucking with me and shit, right? And like, nigga, you got to turn in fingerprints, all that shit. Like, what the fuck? And it took me, that nigga was fucking with me for about, I'm going to say almost 3 weeks to a month. Like, nigga, I'm about to give you this wrench. I get to you next week, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Yo, I ain't blew yet, my nigga. Man, that nigga blew me up. It was like a Friday. Look, fuck that nigga through there. It was like a Friday and shit. It was like a celebration and shit, niggas. Like, yeah, I got my shit. Like, yeah, nigga. I was feeling myself. Like, yeah, nigga, man, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Finally give me my shit, nigga. Fuck you through there, nigga. And there you have it.
That's how they greeted was formed, right?
Hey, you going in the trunk. I was going to put you in the back seat tied up, but your ass going in the trunk. Fuck that shit. You ain't going to even see where we going. Nah. And bring some pork chops with you. Cooked already.
And the other game, you did the same thing. What that is? What that is? Real shit.
But yeah, yo. That's my nigga, man. And then when he started playing the shit, like, I don't think he was playing it at first. And then he started playing. He wasn't playing all this shit. He was just playing 100 choppers.
That's it.
Then he started playing all this shit. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So, you already know. But I ain't never even said I rapped or anything like that. And I never even brought that shit to YouTube.
So you brought it to YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, until I brought it to YouTube.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, listening to his shit, you know, helped that transition. You know what I mean? Like, right. And he was tight. You get what I'm saying? Nigga had bars and shit. So.
Hey, Uncle Fed, can I get one of your channels? Self-made, nigga. Self-made, nigga.
Hey, right? Can I get the White Baby channel?
Up there like that deer.
Come back, I'm gonna have a black face on that little Mike White motherfucker. I'm gonna have that bitch like color darling black face on that little motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Hey, I'm so used to my channels being fucked up. I want your fucked up channel, the one you can't go live on, nigga. Give me that one. Give me the one you can't go live on, nigga. I had nothing but uploads. Nothing but uploads on that bitch.
Number upload, Mrs. School. You say number uploads, huh?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Look, hey, just a second, neutral man. Like, I ain't even like when I came in the chat, I wasn't never even talking about my music or nothing. And goddamn, I just said some shit one day. I was like, hey, man, let's do a track, because he was playing this shit. And he was like, all right, there, I'm gonna check you out. And then that nigga subbed to my ass. I said, oh, bitch, I done won now. I done won now. Goddamn, I got on the team. Shit, yeah. Y'all niggas can't tell me nothing. He only 4 hours away, too. Man, fuck y'all niggas, man. It's all Alabama over here.
Right on. That's what's up. You from Alabama?
Yes, sir. I'm down here in the South, though. Up there in the Ham. I'm down here in the Southeast. I'm down here in the bottom of the map.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
love it, though, man. This the most beautiful. This the most. Hold on. I gotta get my Unc Fed voice together. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna think about it for a second.
I got you.
I'm about to say the most beautiful. Beautiful. I won, huh? That's who won. And put a black face on that little baby.
This nigga, you crazy. You.
Hey, Neutral, you talking about the one that say, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the little baby?
E say no. Hey, it's gonna get bad for you. It's gonna get bad for you.
You can't do eat like that, man.
I'm gonna put her ass on all types of flyers on telephone poles. Her ass going missing. She gonna be holding the pork chop in her hand and shit. Got you.
No, not
about that. And the skillet in the oven.
She said, in the skillet, my nigga said, in the skillet in the other hand. Damn.
Nah, she started it. The pork chop, that's my people's. She started it. She going in the trunk, pork chop.
You might not have to put it in the trunk, Neutral. You might not have to do all that.
Neutral ain't putting nobody nowhere, and he is not getting my white baby.
I got a custom made trunk. It got a little
to fit your ass in it.
It got a little kitchen in
white baby.
Hey, Neutral. You know how white people are about their babies, man. Leave her alone.
That's what. Okay. So y'all think y'all gonna do shit?
Exactly. I don't even know why y'all gonna with all that bullshit.
Y'all even No, you just need to just calm down a little bit, okay?
No.
Just a little bit. Because you're not getting my fucking white baby, period. It's not happening. And you're not
putting the black face on. I'm putting the black face on.
He has to feed us. Why are you going to put her in the trunk?
That's too much time.
Because
that's too much time.
He wants to let her go.
Well, you ain't even catch her this time. She run fast like a little white baby.
No, I still got my ride.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Your ass ain't running. And I put a Snickers in your Rari tank.
So, shit still gonna eat through that shit.
And whatever, bro. You better ask the old boy. I put the Snickers in his Rari shit. He definitely ain't got that bitch no more. But I ain't want to start no shit. I'm just.
Always start shit. Fuck it.
Who's white baby? Who the white baby is?
Well, if you
gave me the white baby.
Bam. No, Bam. You see how he act over Bam? He love Bam. he decoded the one. He decoded the 1-1.
He's saying that's her white baby now, but always told me it was my white baby. I know. He said one day that the robot girl with big headphones and the gay for a day was the mama and daddy, and that's
but Bam, think about this, Bam. Why he give you the white baby and give it to eat? So namaste.
Because I'm 5% white. That's why. Because I'm 5% white.
Hell no.
That's
why. Because I'm fucking 5% white. The fuck?
That's what. When it was when Unc first did it, that's what we would call it, Dana Day. For DNA.
And then
He said his mama. He said his mama.
Wait, what?
He said his mama.
Oh, his mama. Okay, well,
you was the step baby mama. You was just a sperm donor. You was a step baby mama.
It's because I'm 5% white. Blame it on the white people.
No, Bam, you ain't 5% white, is it?
Yeah, I'm just 5% white. That's all. Just 5%.
No.
So I get a hood pass and everything. I'm only 5%. That's all.
No.
But a whole white girl wearing big ass headphones, looking like she's been wrecked in fucking airplane. Like,
said what? Baby, they what?
Hey, Bam, we was in the chat the same night. What Aunt said? She got big ass jelly donuts on the side.
Right.
Black baby name was what? That was the black baby name. What?
Yeah, the little black baby name was what? Yeah, what? I just want to salute to my beautiful co-host.
That was funny.
Trill.
That was funny right there. That was
my beautiful co-host. They said that I edited that Trill.
Well, of course they will say that.
I said no, baby. I said go back and watch that shit. He said that shit out his own mouth. He said.
What's gonna happen now, little Bim Bim? They'll take it down and act like it was never happened before. That's what.
Right.
If they ain't got
bitch. Glory, that shit staying up too. No, bitch. You gonna keep Mr. Gay for a day?
Yeah, but they act like that was never was said because the video was took down and.
Yeah, the original video. Yeah, I'm gonna be
all the clones act like they got amnesia and they was right there to hear because that's the play around here.
Right.
Hey, can I say something?
Sure.
Hey, check this out.
I see this.
Look,
I can't see
look, they going to HR office Like said, it said somebody was talking shit. Yeah, where? On YouTube.
On
YouTube.
I just let folks borrow it. She just let folks borrow it. It's just a baby.
Well, take this little motherfucker back.
Right.
Guess what? I'm not. Look, I pay you back. You let me borrow that little motherfucker. I pay you back. I'm paying you back right now. Come get him.
This is great.
Oh wait, no, wait. It's gonna be like, bam, scam the little white baby. Or if I the Unc Fed, bam, scam Unc Fed for the white baby and shit.
Damn. Where they was talking shit on YouTube.
On YouTube. Where she was scamming at? On YouTube.
Hey,
fuck out of here.
Hey, man, we was in the chat together, man. I couldn't even eat, man. Like I had to dive in the bush. You remember I said I had to dive in the bush because I couldn't eat my food.
Look, that shit was funny as shit. Unc had us rolling for hours. God.
Well, Brown, I seen that the chef of YouTube, but I don't know what I guess that's what you talking about. I had never seen that account before. Shit.
It's a new sheriff of YouTube. Really?
We got a sheriff of YouTube now. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hey, look. I'm sorry. I'm gonna jump down, man. Yo, shout out to everybody, man. Pat, I'm still gonna be listening. I got good news.
We waiting.
Alvin got a job, nigga. It ain't McDonald's this time, nigga. I found my fast food joke, my little side joke. I got to interview tomorrow. I still do the brick one, but then I go to my military job in 2 weeks. So shout out to Uncle Fed, I'm still gonna be a slave. I'm gonna be slaving for somebody else. Nah, but shout out to Uncle, man. Like I say, man. Hey, look.
Whack battles.
Hey, look. Hey, congratulations on the additional cash flow, bro.
Yeah, but look. One job
got frame too.
Look, one job I'm making 20. I'm making 20 something. The other job I'm making like $850, but I ain't filing no tax. I'm claiming goddamn exempt on the $850.
Disclaimer. This has nothing to do with none of the people up here. We all file our taxes.
Say that again.
I'm trying to teach you niggas how to scam, bam.
With me, nowhere I have
mad cause, hey, yo, man, why you mad because I'm giving the game up? You mad because I'm giving the game up.
That's the problem. The game ain't free, so you ain't doing like scum on. You ain't scum on properly.
If you making bread like that, Marvin, why don't you hit my cash app, homie?
You gotta get money.
Hey, I owe everybody. I owe everybody.
Well, I don't have no cash out. As long as your cash out don't have no one in that shit. Don't put no ones in the cash.
It ain't about what you make. It's about what you do, what you make. I worked at Walmart and bought my first house. It's okay.
DC did too, and he got fired for still on.
Guess what?
But I ain't want to start no shit though.
But guess why I want to work the other job though. Is the fact. So I don't be drinking so much. See, my sobriety matters.
All sobriety matters.
You know what? I'm fucking dead. Y'all almost made me jump off the fucking couch.
I'm jumping now, man. I love y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all, man.
Right on.
Yo,
Man, I'm finna get through this and the rest of this live, man. Them over live so long. But I'm out these motherfuckers. Shout out to all my motherfucking trill niggas out there, trill women, you know what I'm saying? My gods and goddesses, you know what I'm saying? My choppers through that, all that good shit. And I said, shoot, don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. I said, bam.